All right, everyone. Hope you're all having a good day and hope you're all doing well. It is time for another episode of Speedruns From the Crypt, your bi-weekly horror hotfix. I am your host, Dices, and we have a fun list of games for you today. Before we do get into that, though, I do have a couple of announcements I'd like to make. One, GDQ 2025 will be live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from January 5th to the 12th. Registration is now open. You can go to gamesdonequick.com and check out GDQ 2025 important dates to learn more. As well, in addition to that, the games list is out as well for GDQ 2025, and you can find that at gamesdonequick.com/games and see all the games coming up on there. A lot of fun ones, so well, go ahead and check that out if you'd like. Anyway, today we are going to be doing a couple of classic games here, a franchise I feel like we don't ever talk enough about. I'm personally a big fan of this franchise. There's a lot of cool games and a lot of cool runners. That is the Fatal Frame franchise. If you don't know Fatal Frame, it is a classic Japanese horror franchise. It kind of started based on a true story in its roots. We'll learn more about what that means later, because that kind of is a weird thing. But just understand, as opposed to the gritty horror of Resident Evil, kind of being zombies and all that, this is going to be much more supernatural. As a speed run, we get a lot of fun ways to kind of go around this as well. Anyway, we'll be having 1 and 2 tonight, but to kick things off, we'll be having Fatal Frame 1 any percent with Maxi Lows. Take it away.
Hi. Hello. It is me, the Maxi. Future Shenmue runner for GDQ 2025. So if you looked at that games list and you were like, that name, that's him. Yeah, that's me. But yeah, I have a nice Fatal Frame run to show you based on a true story, and I'm accompanied by two very, very cool people. You want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Cloudmark, or Mark, or Cloud. Yeah, both of those. I like Fatal Frame.
And hello, I am Panda. I've speedrun Fatal Frame 2 since for 10 years now, since 2014. That's way too long.
Yeah, you've been running Fatal Frame longer than both of us. That's yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, we're gonna get started. Fatal Frame is a pretty cool run. There's a lot to explain. Well, not a lot to explain, but some important things to explain right away. So we're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1, go. As Ek mentioned, it's not a very gritty type of game. There are no guns. There's no combat, per se. There's no combat, but there is. It's taking pictures of ghosts, and you're exercising them with the camera obscura. It's kind of how this game works. And in order to get the most damage on these ghosts with your camera, you have to get things called zero shots or fatal frames. Hence the title of the series. It's also called Zero in Japan and Project Zero everywhere else except for North America. But they're very important because they give you a lot of points. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be trying to get as many points as I can off of this first ghost. We're doing the safer strat for it. There it is. So we got 420 on the first shot, and then we got 3,600 on the next shot. Almost 4,000 points to start off the run, which is actually very important because this game has a upgrade system. We're going to be upgrading our camera with those points. And we need a couple of upgrades right away, as soon as possible. So getting those early big points off of the zero shot, close shot, the combination of those is very important. And I will also be showing off... what, Mark?
Y'all could kind of see when he was going to get the zero shot when the little outline turns to like an orange color. So it does give you like a visual cue of when you're going to do the big damage, big points. It's a really cool like mechanic where you have to like the closer they get for like in an attack, the more points you'll get. So like you'll get that 0 shot. So it's like a really cool way to like make the game more intense, which I really like.
Yeah, it incentivizes the player to, you know, really get up and close and personal.
All those true story scary ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
I always love that they added the based on a true story for the first Fatal Frame.
Yeah, and it's only in the North American version, right?
I'm pretty sure that is correct.
Yeah, I think so.
Good marketing.
I mean, I guess it worked. You know, we got four more games and a spin-off, so they did it.
Yeah, they did. I'm sure they were pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I don't think
think
this was like a main priority for Tecmo.
No, for sure. I don't even think this, like, the team for this game is so small compared to, like, Fatal Frame 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once they got the hit, they were like, oh, maybe we can expand on this.
Yeah. Speaking of expanding on this, we're gonna explain quick shots. So essentially, this game has a little bit of speed tech involving taking pictures of ghosts when you're not really supposed to. I'm not going to be doing a quick shot right now, but we should explain it right now because it's going to come up a lot. Essentially, when you take a picture of a ghost like you just saw me take, you know, let's say Koji hadn't died, there would have been a cooldown, right? There's a cooldown. You take a picture of a ghost and then you gotta wait, like, I don't know the exact amount of time, but it feels like maybe like 3 seconds, 3, 4, 5 seconds, depending on the ghost. And during that time, you cannot take another picture. That ghost will not have a visible blue circle or orange circle. So the way that this game works is that cooldown happens based on, like, animations. I don't know exactly how every single animation works. There are definitely some ghosts in this game where you try to get quick shots and sometimes it just doesn't work. So there's still there's a handful of ghosts that still need a little bit more research, I would say. I don't necessarily know if it would help that much in the run because it's so optimized at this point. But as I said, it's based on animations. So when a ghost goes into an attack animation, it'll reset that cooldown. Like it'll cancel the cooldown. So what you want to do is you want to get up and close to a ghost right after taking a picture of them, which I'm gonna try to do right now. See, the cooldown was just completely canceled. Take a second photo of him. Take more photos of him. And it's the same thing with getting far away. So if you get up really close to Koji, after taking a picture, it'll cancel the cooldown, you can take another picture, but it's the same thing. If you cancel the attack animation and put him back into, like, you know, like a still animation or like just a moving animation, it'll also cancel the attack animation, so you can keep on lining up quick shots that way. And like I said, every single ghost has kind of different ways that their animations work, so every single ghost fight when you try to do quick shots is going to be a bit different. And you'll see some of them are, well, hopefully you'll see, if I can nail some of them tonight, you will see some really, really quick damage in quick fights.
They are very hard to do. Maxie made that one look easy, but they are very challenging. That was one of the most challenging things to figure out and learn and stuff when I was initially learning this run and everything. It is a very cool tech to see, though.
Yeah, I've always really enjoyed it. And like they did change it quite a bit. Like you'll all see Mark's run of Fatal Frame 2, you'll see that like the way that you take care of ghosts is different slightly. And it's a totally different type of challenge in that game. But here we have Marilyn Manson. That's just his nickname. I don't know how else to really explain it. It's yeah.
I think he has one of the coolest designs in this game, actually.
Yeah, he's basically a long arms ghost that basically steals children away, like, I guess when they're not paying attention and spirits them away. But yeah, he's he has an interesting look.
Yeah, it's Marilyn Manson album cover, I swear.
There's some cool ghosts in this one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
He's one that I really like, and then when we get to the one that's my favorite, I'll let you all know.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Okay,
cool. So right there, you saw that I took a picture of a door, and it's like, why? Why would you waste your precious film on a door? Well, you kind of have to. There are these required puzzle. Would you call them puzzle? I don't know if they're really like. I wouldn't classify them as puzzles. Oh, I dropped in and put epic.
I honestly, sometimes I feel like they're just checking to see if you're paying attention.
Yeah.
Attention checks. We'll call them that then. So, like, you have to take pictures of certain things for the game to give you a hint as to where you need to go do other things. But it's not just a hint, it's, like, required. Otherwise, that other thing doesn't show up.
It's like tripping a flag or something for the game, and then you can proceed and do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is actually one of the things that continues through every game. It's in every game.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. I love taking pictures of doors.
And they get wilder and wilder. Like if I remember correctly, Fatal Frame 3 has some really strange ones.
Oh, definitely. Like, even 5 has some really crazy ones, too.
Yeah. 5's hard.
Yeah, I agree. I actually think that this is the hardest Fatal Frame. I know that's...
I think it's because when you get damaged, it's like half of your health bar.
Yeah.
These ghosts do not play.
Yeah, it's very easy to die in Fatal Frame 1. But I kind of feel like...
How does this work?
Yeah, I was literally just about to say that. I kind of feel like people start off with Fatal Frame 2 because everyone says it's like, oh, it's the best one. It's very balanced and you'll love it.
Yeah,
and like,
2 is one of the easiest ones. So going from 2 to this one, it's like...
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Because I feel like 3 is also hard. So you go from hard to easy to hard again, because it's really easy in 3 to get lost, and then you're just wasting, film and healing and...
And then Fatal Frame 4 is just like, chill.
Oh, yeah.
I love Fatal Frame 4.
Yeah, that one's very... That one has like such a cool camera system in that one, but it is very, very laid back compared to the other ones.
Except the piano, that's not chill.
The piano is the bane of Fatal Frame 4.
Yeah, that's the real boss.
Alright, I gotta focus up for this guy. There we go, we got him.
Hooray.
It's not even the fight against the actual ghost, it's just that kid in the corner.
Just chilling, man.
You gotta get a certain position, then you gotta do a quick turn. And... Oh. Okay. Not the optimal strat, but we'll take it.
I like the ghost exploding in this one. I wish they had that in the other games too.
That's a good point. That's actually a really cool mechanic about this game, because that basically signifies that the ghost is not gone, that you can still see them. And then there's a different animation we'll see later on that basically signifies that the ghost is, like, gone. You finally exorcised them. But yeah, I wonder why they didn't continue it.
I think the only other after ghost thing is in 5, the spirit touch thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. They did kind of like mess with that mechanic again. That's also a really cool mechanic.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was Albert Einstein. Now that was Jinsei Takamine. He's a writer. So the reason why we're in this, Maxie, why are we even here? Why can't she just go home? It's because her brother came here. Why did her brother come here? Yeah, these are all very valid questions and not much makes sense, but her brother's looking for a famous novelist, Jinsei Takamine, who came here in order to, I don't know. What was
like
he even?
Folklorist, isn't he?
Yeah, but like,
He was just like studying the. Oh, wasn't he? Is he studying the curse, the rope curse?
yeah, I think so. Which, like, why would you do that, dude? Just go home, man. just make it up, man. But yeah, that's what he came here to do, and her brother, I guess, is like the biggest fan ever, like super fan of Junsei Takamine, and he was like, "Oh, I know exactly where he went. How does he even know that? He's stalking him." This game's story doesn't make any sense at first, but then it gets really good after like the first night when you're done with the whole Jinsei Takamine thing and you actually start learning about, you know, what all the ropes mean and like the ritual and the family who lived here and yada yada, and it gets really good. But yeah, it starts off really weird with you're like, you know, fighting Jinsei Takamine's secretary and assistant, and then him, and he's got a funny hairdo. That's why I called him Albert Einstein.
I never thought about that. Now I can't see him the same way again.
Yeah, it just has that one picture with his tongue out and everything. Mr. Takamine.
So we didn't get the super optimal fight against the kid in like the demon tag room, but we did get a little quick shot fight.
Yeah, that was
right there. Good. That was nice. A little extra points.
I always forget her name.
It's in my splits that I don't have up at the moment, but I can open them.
I don't know why, I just always forget her name, and I'm just like, yeah, water ghost, because she's in the water room, so.
I should remember her name because she gave me a lot of trouble while I was grinding record.
Yeah, some of these ghosts can be very not friendly. They're not friendly ghosts.
Okay, we got a really bad pattern here. Can I even make this work? I don't even know. Might have to just YOLO it.
Yeah, she's not being very nice.
So something about Fatal Frame 1 is that every single ghost fight in this run is basically just RNG. It's very luck based. So if I get a bad pattern, it's very hard to recover.
We gotta love the RNG,
right? But I did mention earlier that some ghosts, you know, there still is some research to be done about the animations and the way to get quick shots. She's one of them because if you don't get the good pattern at the start of the fight, it usually it usually kind of just starts swaying in the direction of, oh, she's going to keep on doing this animation where she's just kind of like floating and you can't get quick shots on her for whatever reason. So there's just some boss fights where it's going to turn out that way, and there's nothing you can really do about it.
Yeah, and that's another ongoing theme. Just having ghosts that just love to waste your time, and you can't do anything other than wait for them to do something. You're just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
That'll come up in 2 as well.
We'll see that again. Man, the sliding puzzles are the bane of my existence.
Yeah. It's another reason why I should probably have my splits up.
For whatever reason, just the order always just is, oh man. little shuffle, little Texas two-step right there.
Yeah, I still have sticky notes on my monitor for all the Fatal Frame 2 puzzles.
Oh, I love the sticky note tech.
Yeah.
Wait. Yes. Okay. Forgot to do that earlier. So you probably saw I have 3 speed and 2 max value right now on my camera upgrades. That is what we need at the moment. I'm gonna try and get a quick shot. Nope. He's not playing ball. How'd that not work?
Oh.
Whatever, I got him.
Yeah.
Alright. Einstein done. That fight sucks.
I don't know how you can
go
get that
south.
zero shot. That was...
Yeah, that zero shot must have been frames off.
Mm-hmm.
We keep on cutting him off here, too. So he's just like, the last Buddha statue. Hey, stop. I'm talking.
He really wanted to get his point across. He was like, come on, guys. Stop interrupting.
I haven't given you the hint yet, please. Please don't solve the puzzle. Let me say my line. Alright. This is one of my favorite parts of the run.
The rope curse.
Where Miku just looks at her hands. She's like, oh, my hands! And now we have the introduction of the My Eyes lady, because that's basically all she says. She just, she's like, oh, there's no one here because I can't see. That's
favorite.
why, because I don't have eyes.
She's cool. I really like her. Ghost was zooming. I always forget how fast.
Yeah.
He just books it.
Lucky boy.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah, Lucky Boy's a menace. Hi, Marilyn. Good fight. Thanks, bud. Didn't get the zero shot points there. That's weird. That was like very clearly a zero shot.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. He's done.
Ah, that was the
Great.
animation you're talking about. The blue flame.
Yeah, you get the little flame and then you never see them again.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Aw, Marilyn Manson. No.
Bye, Marilyn.
No, Marilyn.
Only good for 2 albums. So, as you all saw, we started night 2. This game's divided up into 4 nights. The first night, I would like to think the first night is kind of like an introductory, like, dip your toes in the water type of night. Whereas night 2 is really long and involves quite a bit. Things really open up here, and fights get much more difficult.
Yeah, once you're warmed up, they just throw you into the deep end.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, you know how to do it? Go for it. I think they're actually really good about introducing mechanics and stuff. They do the same thing in Fatal Frame 2 with the introduction of mechanics and stuff.
There we go. I put in the wrong code.
I like these codes because they go backwards. So like going left is 1 and then 2, 3. And it's cool.
Oh yeah, the
It's
water
definitely
girl's
different.
named Tomoe.
Tomoe.
That's what we forgot,
there we go.
Tomoe. And this is Childy. This is Lil Childy. Because I misspelled it in my splits the first time I ran this game. It was supposed to be child in the well, and it was Childy in the well in my
Oh, there you
splits.
go.
So I just call her Childy.
Childy.
Childy looks pretty gnarly.
Oh yeah. I don't know what happened, but this well did not treat her well.
Need a laugh track after that.
Yeah. There's so many dumb puns you can make in this game with like frames and stuff when you're speedrunning.
Yeah.
I mean, we had one earlier, but I with all my strength, I did not say anything.
Just gotta unleash the puns.
Pretty sure that's how my GDQ run went in 2020. It was a lot of puns.
There's also a lot of thing based on a true story.
Yeah, there was also a lot of that.
Based on a true story.
All right, so another bit of luck-based movement here.
You can be
Hey,
attacked
look at
while
that.
you're opening doors, so
Yep, we got the good luck there. She did
Yep.
not attack us.
Yeah, that's another mechanic I wondered why it didn't carry over, because this is the only one that I know of that you can be attacked while going through door transitions.
yeah, like you would think. I mean, like we'll just take Resident Evil for example. Like you're completely safe in the door transition. You know, you get the loading screen and everything. And this one's just like, nope, good luck. Oh, you're
Yeah.
stuck in this animation. Tough.
Even in the Resident Evil games where there are no door animations, like RE4, you just have iframes.
Yeah.
So that's just goes hand in hand with us saying how hard the first game really is.
Yeah, because there's a part in 2 when Sai's chasing you, you can have the camera like looking at her, and as soon as you touch the door, she just stops in the middle of the room, just like, oh, okay, I'll wait.
That's so
So,
nice.
carry on. I'm just gonna chill here.
So I'm sure y'all have been seeing the random ghosts that pop out like that one. There are optional ghost pictures you can take in this game. And there's a lot of them, and some of them are really, really hard to even, you know, take a
Yeah,
picture
like
of.
ghost lists. Oh my goodness. There's like, I know in 4 there's like 232 or something. I don't know
That's
how
a
many are
lot.
in the. Yeah, there's a ton. So it's like it's crazy. I think that's the right.
Yeah, 2 is the only one I've ever done the complete ghost list. Because you have to get their fatal frame in 2 as well as just like taking a normal picture of them. It's like, okay, thanks, game.
Yeah, but we won't be taking any of those in this one, obviously, because it's a speedrun. But it's always nice to. What?
There's
Wait,
108 in this one.
108? Okay, that's still a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Are my splits wrong? Yeah. Wow. I was literally grinding world record in this game, and I purposefully didn't fix one of my splits
Oh,
because
no.
I just knew the answer after a while, and I was like, that's wrong in my splits, but whatever. Dude, that's pretty funny.
Man, it's always those puzzles.
Okay, so these ladder animations, they're the longest things ever.
She's a little afraid of heights, so she's got to take her time.
Yeah. I always like to imagine what it would be like if Miku went up or down the ladder in Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That's all I think of when she's going down this Snake Eater.
Do you think it would take her like an hour?
Poor Miku. She would still do it faster than anybody in Fatal Frame 4.
That's so true.
Oh my god.
All right, first encounter with my eyes lady. They made her like first required fight pretty easy, but she gets a lot more health later on, so you'll see some pretty wild quick shot stuff going on there. I failed the quick shot in this fight by a very small margin of time. But yeah, you'll see.
She's honestly one of the tougher ghosts in this game. She's killed many a run.
Yeah,
just because I'm like, oh god.
For a reoccurring ghost as many times as she shows up, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hard.
And like she gets so close to you that you want to run like instinctively, but you really shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
She's waiting for you.
Yeah, because if you try to run, she just darts at you.
That is a good point. The Xbox version does have more ghosts than the PlayStation version.
Yeah.
I don't know how many there is, but there's more.
The Xbox versions of Fatal Frame 1 and 2 just have more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not exactly sure why Tecmo did it that way. Maybe it's because they felt like the Xbox was the more powerful system. So they were like, "Oh yeah, let's put all the real good stuff on there."
Yeah,
but in reality,
more ghosts, more costumes, and I
Yeah.
think a new end. I know 2 has a new ending. I don't know if 1 has a new ending.
There's that alternate end, but I can't remember if is it in this version too?
I have no idea. Because for the first Fatal Frame, I usually just play the PS2 version.
Yeah, I think it's like a nightmare only Xbox thing.
Good old Nightmare. Nightmare's the hardest difficulty in the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
that was a failure of muscle memory there. That's okay, because now we're just gonna do a little stutter stepping. This is some tech that we use to avoid the My Eyes lady from knowing where we are, because she's based off of noise. So if you run, she knows. If you do this, well, it's faster than walking. And she doesn't know. But that's the only time we really do that tech. In the world record grind, I actually didn't do that at all. I just ran. I just YOLO it.
Sometimes you just gotta YOLO.
Yeah, definitely not recommended. I don't recommend doing that if you're trying to run this game, because this game is already very... I will say, some of the stuff that I'm doing is just gonna, it's gonna look easy. It's not. It's just really not. This game's hard, man. The only reason why I make some of this stuff look easy is because I've just been running it as long as I have. It's been a long time.
Once you do it, as many times as we have done it, then it's like, okay, it's second nature, but learning it is a completely different story.
Yeah, and I would actually argue that some of the boss fights in Fatal Frame 2 are harder to master than these. Even with quick shot tech.
Yeah, but there's scary fights in both of these games. It's like some of the boss fights, woo.
Yeah.
Like sword guy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, sword guy.
That's a good name for him, sword guy.
That's what I always call him because I can never remember his actual name.
All right, this is Lucky Boy. We call him Lucky Boy because there are like 7 or 8 patterns that he can possibly give you right at the start of the fight, which is far too many.
He's a nice ghost. He tells you exactly where he is. See?
All right. Not the best pattern, but decent for points. I will say that. He gave us more points than the good pattern gives you, so sometimes when you're doing a marathon run, sometimes points are a little bit more important than getting the fastest fights, because that's something I haven't really mentioned, is that some of the really fast patterns that you can get in the speedrun, they require you to get a lot of quick shots without building up a lot of damage. And that damage equals points. So sometimes you'll do like a regular old speedrun of the game, and you'll be down on points, and you're like, oh, why am I so down on points? It's because you've been doing all of the super fast strats, and you're not doing like world record routing, so you're messing up already.
Yeah, points are very, very important because a lot of the fights require a specific amount of power that you need in your camera. We'll see that again in a second. There's actually more upgrades in the first game than there is in the second one. But I guess
Really?
you can count the lenses as, because in the second one you have the 3 categories, I guess, but they each only have 3 levels.
Right, and then the
yeah.
lenses also have 3 levels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forget about her. She gets me every time and it just makes me laugh.
That's a cool sound. Fatal Frame has some of the best sound design in horror games. I love it.
Yeah, one of the most important things, in my opinion, to a horror game is sound design, and Fatal Frame games have some of the best, along with like Silent Hill.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, so remember the My Eyes lady? I told you she'd have way more health this time. Look at that health bar. Very good fight. Like I said, like once she gets more health, you'll start to see the quick shots come out more and much more optimal fighting. And that 0 shot, you probably saw I got a 0 shot, but it didn't count as 0 shot points. That fight is very strange with the timing. I don't know why. It's that one specifically. So we just don't even care. We just finish her off and don't care about the points, even in like the fastest routing. There's the girl hiding in the... I don't even know how you fit through that. I guess as a kid you could fit through it, but like that's a pretty long, like thin bit of the house there.
Kids can get into some precarious positions when they're out of your sight.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Like trying a little too hard with hide and seek, right?
She's just ultra competitive. It's like,
Very.
I either win or I don't play.
Well, in her case, I think it ended up being both.
Mm-hmm. They were also playing the scariest game. It's literally called Demon Tag.
Yeah, it sounds... I don't know. If I was a little kid and my friend was like, hey, do you want to play some Demon Tag? I'd be like, what?
You'd be like, no, I don't want to play Demon Tag.
That doesn't sound fun.
How about just regular tag?
Just a little 5-year-old. No, I don't want to do that.
All right. Yae is the next ghost. She is Is she the wife of the super sad man? The super sad folklorist dude?
Yeah.
Oh, Munakata, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Remembering correctly.
What, she's like on your head?
I know, right?
She didn't grab me, so that's good.
She just slapped her in the forehead.
Yae is very connected to the series.
Yeah, there's like some connections with Fatal Frame 1 and like a bunch of the others that I kind of understand, but at the same time, oh wait, did I pick up the film? I can check on my menu, I guess. I did. Good.
Yae is also Miku's great-great-great-grandmother.
Wow.
Great-great? 3 greats? One of those. She's old. There's a lot of like family ties throughout the series too.
Yeah, it goes pretty wild.
Yeah.
All right, before I start this fight, I'm gonna check if I can get speed 4, which I can. Good. Very important for the fights. There's like a few fights from here on out. Speed 4 is very important, so we're gonna try and get some quick shots on Yae. She's a little tricky. As you can see, she's doing some weird side movement, which we really don't like. But we are getting quick shots. So yeah, that was fine. That was actually pretty good.
Hooray!
Considering she was going sideways and stuff instead of, facing me.
She was
pretty good.
She was dancing.
Yeah. The movement.
Yeah, and Yae is one of the more sad stories in the series because she leaves one calamity to just enter another one, basically. In a way of
She's
how
very
everything
unlucky.
ends for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, very unlucky.
But so Yae's family name is Kurosawa before she marries Munakata. And you see the Kurosawa family pop up again in multiple Fatal Frames. So like in 3, and then again in 5. And it's fun.
Are 1, 3, and 5 the most connected?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because when I did my first playthrough of 5, I was like, wow, there's a lot of ties to the third game.
I guess it's 1, 2, 3, and 5. 4 is the odd one out.
yeah.
For sure.
It doesn't have anything to do with. Well, that's just Aso,
Yeah,
the guy who somehow survives everything.
yeah, because he's in 5. Kunihiko Aso is in 5. And then his great-granddaughter is a playable character in 4. And then Mio and Mayu are related to the Asos for some way. And then Yu from Fatal Frame 3 is also related to the Asos.
A lot of connections. We're going to do a little rope skip here. There's
I love
a
her little
rope.
sound.
Yeah, there's a little rope that falls from the ceiling. And you can pull out your camera at the same time as it dropping, and it'll like skip a little animation of Miku being like, rope.
Because of the skip, it just looks like, oh no, anyways.
Yeah. All right, now we're doing this area that involves a lot of picking up and putting masks on doors and stuff. It's kind of more complicated than the speedrun's going to make it seem. Like when you're doing a casual playthrough, this area's a little technical.
Yeah,
Easy.
I feel like the very first time I played this game, I got stuck here, and I was like, "What masks? What is happening?"
Yeah. And we're also going to have a couple of pretty important fights. Basically, Night 2 is... I would say Night 2 is the most important night in the speedrun. Like, if you're going for a really good time, like this night, if it doesn't go well, you're just losing gargantuan amounts of time.
This part's really scary, actually.
Yeah, this little room here.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's weird. Okay, that works. I saved it.
Okay. Cool.
Hooray.
Yeah, I love that scene here when you look through and then you're just watching and then they all suddenly look at her. I always love when they do that in the series.
Yeah, it seems really, really dope. Also, like, every single time you're outside in Fatal Frame 1, it's, like, actually really relaxing.
You got the little the chirping of the crickets. That's nice.
And the atmosphere help calm you down.
Which is interesting because I feel like in 2, it's, like, so quiet outside.
Yeah. All right, here we go. The folklorist that I always forget the name of. I just call him Sad Lad.
He's a very sad lad, so
okay.
Don't be scared.
Very strange pattern to start off with. Is that? Yeah, okay. That is quick shotable. This is fine. There we go. Alright, that was a bit slow, but I was able to save it. It's very strange when he starts out the fight, attacking you pretty much instantly. Like, that pattern is always gonna turn into not good time, but can salvage it. And, like, okay, so that was a great example. What we mentioned earlier is, like, this game is really, really difficult for first-timers because you take one hit from a ghost and, like, half of your health bar is gone. That's a great example right there. Half of my health bar is just gone.
It's just a bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. But there is an item that I picked up earlier called a stone mirror. Stone mirrors prevent you from dying when you hit 0 health. You can hold one at a time. But theoretically, if this game didn't have stone mirrors, I feel like I don't even know if I could recommend the game to people. I feel like they would just lose their minds. Those stone mirrors are so important.
Yeah, we love us some stone mirrors.
Otherwise, you're going to be loading up a save every 20 minutes.
Yeah, and there was a few ghosts that, thankfully few, that even if you have a stone mirror, they just don't care. You just die.
Yeah. More of those later in the series.
I think a lot of them are final bosses. But they're just like, what is that pathetic mirror? And then you get game over.
Oh, another thing to mention, probably should have said this way earlier, these games are not tank controls. Heads up. They are directional inputs
yeah.
with fixed cameras. So if you've played something like Silent Hill 4 or like Devil May Cry, those are other examples of games that have directional inputs with dynamic cameras. It makes the movement like really crisp, but also much harder to master.
Yeah, there'll be points where you want to go one way, and then you'll see your character do like a 360, and you're like, uh-oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I do that all the time.
I'm actually going the wrong way. I brain farted.
I actually really like, for movement, when you want to run, you can just hold down a button.
Oh my gosh, I mention that so often.
It's very nice.
Like, Fatal Frame did it in 2001. Like, why can't more games just do that in this genre?
Yeah.
Right.
This genre is plagued with hold down or up or left or up left or whatever. Just like, let me hold the run button.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely makes the transitions, like the screen transitions, a lot easier so you don't flip around. And even still, sometimes you do that, but
Yeah.
still way better.
All right, let's see if I can get this fight correctly. Well, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, I might be able to save it if I get enough distance here. There we go. Salvaged.
Is that
Since I've ran-
Munakata?
Yeah, you fight him twice.
Yep, but now he's gone. Into the camera you go. Yeah, he's trying to tell you, I guess, about how to get into here, but also trying to kill you as well, which is like, thanks, but no thanks.
Counterproductive much.
That's another ongoing thing. Like, there's certain ghosts that are trying to tell you something, but also trying to kill you at the same time. It's like, can you make up your mind?
Mm-hmm. And we're also going to do our last fight against the My Eyes. I always call her My Eyes Lady. Is there a proper name for her?
I call her the same.
I have no idea. It's just
My
eyes.
eyes. Yeah, she has a ton of health here. Okay, she gave me the teleport behind you pattern. That's okay. Fine.
I think she's just called Blinded Maiden.
Yeah, blinded or blinded woman.
Yeah.
Okay. So when she does the behind you teleport thingamabob, when she does the instant transmission, you're just automatically going to get a bad pattern, so you kind of just have to do what you can to salvage it. There's a lot of that in this run. Like I mentioned earlier, every single ghost that you are required to fight is going to have multiple different patterns to start, and it's totally... There's a lot of luck involved in this run. But again, I've ran this so much to the point where I know exactly what to do to salvage these bad patterns. Repping the Jurassic Park mug today.
Oh, nice. Jurassic Park's cool.
Could you imagine a dinosaur ghost in a Fatal Frame game?
That would be so sick. Fatal Frame 6. Happening.
Fatal Frame 6, please.
Please.
Just have like a bunch of crossovers.
It'll be friends with Hachishaku-sama from 5.
Yeah, there you go.
The tall lady.
She's super cool. She's one of my favorite ghosts in that game.
Yeah,
super
she's my
cool.
favorite.
Yeah. You know who isn't super cool? The Three Stooges here. What I call these three ghosts, the Three Stooges. They can actually just stun lock you to death. Luckily, they did not want to do that, so they didn't even come close to touching me this time, which is very
They're taking
rare.
a break.
Yeah,
They're like, oh, we were supposed to clock in, and then you're already gone.
it's too late. Thank goodness. And the Three Stooges are also followed up by another ghost that I always like to point out because... Okay, I don't know what the actual lore is, but my headcanon is that this ghost is so old, that in ghost form, he's just completely forgotten what he looks like. And instead of trying to make himself look like a scary ghost, he just made himself look like a vape cloud.
Yeah.
So that is what
man.
this ghost is. It's the big vape cloud.
I think this is the only not shaped ghost in the series,
I think you're
right?
I think you're right. He just jump scared me. Wow.
He came out of nowhere.
Yeah, straight up. Alright, come here, vape cloud. Oh my god, he's doing it again. Okay, somebody's sweating here. This is some ranked fatal framing. Alright, get quick shotted, buddy.
He saw the Three Stooges. He's like, oh man, I can't mess up like they did. I gotta do good.
He did good, he hit me. Vape cloud never hits me. Alright, so night 3. Something to note about night 3 is that even though it's not as long as night 2, and I would argue it's got a lot less like time loss possibility, it is still really difficult because of a specific group of ghosts. We just call them the priests. And yeah, they are really, really hard to get good fights on.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of health.
Yeah, I feel like if... Oh, go ahead.
They have a lot of health, and they have a lot of just different things that they can do. Their movement is very quick. So... What were you going to say, Panda?
Oh, I was just gonna say if My Eyes Lady didn't drive you crazy for a casual playthrough, these guys certainly will.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and to have them right after dealing with her is just, yeah.
Yeah, the priests are rough. The family master is also really rough, or as we called him earlier, Swordman. Swordman, we're going to fight twice. The first one's going to be after I put all these ropes on the right statues.
He also takes a lot of health, right?
Yeah, he has a lot of
Like,
health.
if he hits you.
The second fight, he has way more health, but this fight he still has a lot. Just going to do my best. What we're going to do is we're going to run through him. We're just going to take the hit. Whoop, okay. Got him.
Nice.
Nice.
Salvaged.
Nice, nice.
Hooray. Quick shots to the rescue.
Very, very easy to die to the Family Master. His sword just does a billion damage. But luckily, I still have my stone mirror currently.
Yeah, the ghosts in this game are so fast.
Yeah, when they
They
attack,
zoom
it's if it like that distance is really important in this game. If you're too close to a ghost and they start attacking, you can't really like run away or dodge. You're kind of just kind of screwed. Just got to take it.
Just accept your fate.
Yeah, I think 4 was the first game they added dodge, right? And that was just because of the Wiimote.
Well, in 3, after a certain point in 3, you can like
Oh, right, the
do
flash.
the flash to get them off. You.
Yeah. I always forget about it because I do it accidentally.
Yeah.
I'm going to be extra safe about my film routing, and I'm just going to switch to type 14 for these pictures. That's another thing I failed to mention earlier, which I probably should have mentioned, is that film routing is a thing. You know, you have a finite amount of film in this game, and the film that I've been picking up is type 37 film, and that is the main. That's like the main film used in the run, because obviously it's going to do more damage than the Type 14. It's kind of all it really is that upgraded film just does more damage. But even the Type 14 film, the base film, also is finite. So if you play this casually, you really gotta make sure you make all your shots count. But for the priests, we're going to do our first switch to Type 74. And we're also going to increase max value to the 3rd spot. If you have like really, really good zero shot points, you can also upgrade range there, but I did not have enough, and that's okay. It's alright, range is not super important. You don't technically even really need a range upgrade if you just get good luck. But, you know, this is the first priest. He's the pond priest. Or the water priest. They're basically Pokemon. There's water priest, fighting priest, ground priest.
There you go.
And flying priest.
I don't like ground priest.
Yeah, screw ground priest. Ooh, good pattern. Ooh. He's got the movement though.
The Gosumis.
This guy's pretty cool looking.
Nice. All right, that was a good fight.
Woo!
So, every single priest has the ability to hide their head, which means you can't take a photo of them. And this priest specifically is notorious for starting out the fight by just hiding his head and just floating around and doing nothing, and it wastes so much time. But I guess he was really nice and decided not to do that. Huzzah!
We like when they're nice. It's not very often, but it's nice.
Mm-hmm. Water priest down. Fighting priest next.
Their voices are so cool.
I mean, I think that's kind of how everybody would talk if they were a ghost. You know?
Yeah. Man, this guy looks like... I forget how, like, good the priests look.
Good.
Yay.
No head hiding.
Shrine maiden.
Yeah, I never realized he had 2 swords in him.
Just imagining the family master with like 8 swords strapped to his back. Like, all right, get the next one out.
He just has infinite swords in his back pocket.
Yeah. All right, next is Ground Priest. Yeah, Ground Priest sucks. Very very strange arena for like the move sets that he has. Oh, we got the little stair tech there. But he's called Ground Priest because he literally uses the Pokemon move Dig.
Yeah.
He quite literally uses Dig, and then you can take a picture of him, and then he pops out and tries to bite your ankles like a dog.
Yeah, and unfortunately that mechanic continues onwards
It does,
through
yeah.
the rest of the series.
Okay, he's being cool. Yeah. Wow.
Ah, yeah, that was
Nice. Wow, that was good.
All of these priests have been really nice to me. I don't know why.
Just don't question
Yeah,
it.
no, don't question. Oh, we got the stair tech again. I don't mean
Nice.
to even get that tech. It just happens sometimes. I don't even really understand how it works. Nobody does. Miku just sometimes doesn't want to do the animations.
Yeah, I had no idea that was even a thing in this one.
Yeah, it's so strange.
'Cause in the second one, we'll see some skating.
Oh yeah. All right, we didn't get the broken neck lady. Sick. Yeah, there's a chance that an extra ghost spawns in this room. Fortunately, that did not happen. She's being a bit odd, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't hit you, so we'll take that.
Yeah. The worst pattern that you can possibly get on her is that she like goes into the wall and then she doesn't come out. And then you're just sitting there like, okay.
She's just hiding there. You're like, come on. No.
So I played Siren Blood Curse for the first time recently. And what's the little kid's name? Bella?
I don't remember.
When she screams no, like every single time I hear someone say no, I think of that now. No! I just can't not think about it.
That is so funny. Siren's a cool series. It's just very hard to play.
Yeah.
It's a hard game.
Rough. Yeah, the reason I played the original like back in like 2017, 2016 is because like I just heard it was really good, and then I played it and I was like, wow, I can't stand this.
Yeah, the
and
missions
then
are weird.
yeah, and then everyone was like, oh, well, did you use a guide? And I was like, what? A guide? I didn't know I had to. And they're like, yeah, you got to use a guide, dude. That game's wild. And I was like, okay.
It has a really cool story and everything. It's so hard to get through, like, correctly, I guess.
Ooh. Oh. Okay, there we go. That was an example of the priests hiding their head, and then you can't take a photo of them. That was a bad fight, but the other three were so good that I don't even care. Yeah, Siren is rough. Very cool game, just very hard. Oh,
I forgot about that.
right. When she's low on health, she just is very out of breath.
Yeah.
So we're going to be listening to this for a little bit. Not for too long, though. And I still have my stone mirror, so it would be fine.
We love stone mirrors.
I think there's one more towards the end, but I don't even know if that's really convenient to get in row.
Which one?
There's one on the beams, but she walks so slow on the beams.
Oh, yeah,
it's like,
Oh yeah, that one.
The one where you activate the Heelys?
Got the breathing. It's so fun. Blood.
Totally normal floor.
Mhm.
All
We
right.
just follow the blood. Not
Follow
not
that
ominous.
blood. So nice of him to leave us a trail.
Mhm. I like the drums.
Yeah, I do too. That's also another interesting thing about this game. I'd say this game, the ghosts are way more persistent. They will consistently follow you room to room, whereas in the other games, they kind of just are like, they left, whatever, I'm done.
That's true,
Oh man,
yeah.
they're opening the door. I tried. I'm clocking out.
Bob will get them later. Like,
So Family Master, final fight against him. He has a boatload of health. I will be as safe as I can here, but he's gonna attack eventually. Yeah, right now. But I can slow him down. Get some good pictures. Getting some good quick shots in. Very nice. Nice. Good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Woo.
Yeah, with the Family Master fight, like, it's... Out of all of the runs that I've done, I can safely say that the fight that you will most likely never see an actual good optimized fight of is Family Master 2. It just doesn't happen. It's extremely rare. I think my gold split on Family Master 2 is like 4 years old or something.
He's fast, he does a ton of damage, he like moves all over the place.
Yeah.
He's rough. Oh, me
Pretty much
too.
a guarantee that he's gonna give you trouble.
Yeah.
But with him gone for good, we have the Family Master Seal. The square block goes in the square hole, everyone.
EDA.
Final night.
That's such a cool render right there. I think it's
Yeah.
so cool.
Dude, all the renders are so sick in this game.
Yeah.
yeah, and they don't do that. I feel like in 2, they just are like, oh, this is chapter 2 now.
Yeah, chapter 2, and they're like,
Yeah, it shows up like in game
Yeah.
instead of having like a cool screen for it. It's actually kind of wild how much of an advancement Fatal Frame 2 is, but at the same time, like Fatal Frame 1 still has a couple of things where you're like, darn, kind of missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say Fatal Frame 2 is like it's a fantastic game.
Yeah, this series is just so good. Like, I don't think there's a bad Fatal Frame game.
There isn't.
So
Something I mention very often is that Fatal Frame doesn't have bad games.
yeah.
I mean, look, we're activating our Heelys. This is unbeatable content here. Yeah, walking on these beams is it's incredibly slow. So we just get our wheels out. All right, sick. But yeah, no, I always mention that Resident Evil and Silent Hill have like their fair share of bad games. Like, not even like, oh well, that's just your opinion. No, there's some objectively really bad
Yeah.
games in the Resident Evil and Silent Hill series. Fatal Frame, I legitimately think every single one is made well.
Yeah.
Every single one has its purpose. I will say some of them are a little bit different in the way that they play because they were made for like the Wii and the Wii U. But even then, Fatal Frame 4 and 5 have been remastered and they've been put on Steam and like PS4 and Switch, and they were able to take those motion controls and just not make them motion controllers anymore, and they work fine. So
Hooray.
I just want to say about that, Fatal Frame 4, the remaster was nice, right? You know what the original game had for the final boss? Do any of you know?
The piano?
It did. So you had to fight the final boss as a regular ghost fight, but the actual way to win was you had to play a piano. Now, it was on the Wii, and you had to... I don't think they even gave you the notes. I think it gave you sheet music, so you had to read sheet music, for one. Two, you then needed to play the melody of the sheet music. I think it was like something like maybe like 11 or 12 notes on a Wiimote, and it was timed. If you didn't do it in time, the boss gained full health back.
Yeah.
If you mess up 3 times, you
And then you can
auto-die.
only do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You can only do it so many times.
yeah, with a Wiimote, that sounds
Yeah, like
so frustrating.
the keys light up, but it's very quick and it's very picky with the timing. It's like, I didn't like how you played that, so do it again.
Yeah, like the remaster on PC doesn't have this. They like literally pause for you. They like give you all the time in the world that you could ever want. But the original game was mean.
The actual final boss.
yeah, it was very
motion
mean.
controls.
Also, we can probably talk about more later because shockingly enough, you're all back for Fatal Frame 2.
Hooray!
Yeah.
But there's the Fatal Frame 2 Wii port,
Yeah, the remake.
Yep.
Yeah.
which
Oh
is
man, that
I
sci-fi
like
is
the name
insane.
Remake, by the way. That's a fun one.
Yeah, I like remake.
Fatal Frame Remake.
And that one's honestly, like, the remake isn't bad, but I do think it's really awkward, like the way that they went about like the voice acting, and some of the scenes are
Yeah, they did it in
made.
the style of 4.
Did any of you play the I don't remember which one it is, but it's like the 3DS game?
Yes,
Spirit
I
camera?
played that.
Is that good? That's the one I never played.
I've been told it's not
It's
good.
it's a game.
We have one, let's say, a Resident Evil Silent Hill like Fatal Frame game.
I enjoyed it. If you are not like crazy in love with the series, I would not touch it at all.
Ooh. Okay.
But yeah, to Maxie's point about earlier, that's one thing that I miss about 5 is it was just so cool to play using the gamepad as the camera. Like that was just the coolest thing to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I wonder if somebody will one day like try to modify the remaster to have that.
Yeah, I wonder if you could do
Yeah,
the
that
like
would be
same
Steam
effect.
Deck or something.
Oh, the Steam Deck. Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, so I switched to the Type 0 film, or the Type Type 0? Yeah. It does so much damage.
Massive damage.
It's so silly how much damage it does, but it's kind of necessary for, specifically for Kyrie, who's the final boss of the game. Well, maybe not necessary, but oh my gosh, does it make the fight so much, like, simpler. It's so complex if you try to fight her without Type 0. Because she has like health regen.
Actually, yeah.
It's so
I was
like
gonna
yeah.
ask that.
you don't
Is there
have
zero film in this game, or is it just Type 90?
It is. I think it is just Type 90. Yeah, it's Type 90. My
Type
bad.
90, yeah.
But yeah, you can only.
But I think
hurt,
it functions the same, right?
Yeah, you can only
It's the
hurt
same color as
Kyrie
zero film.
when you have a 0 shot. That's why it's so complicated. Well, there goes my stone mirror. Look at her. She's so aggro.
This
There
is
we go.
yeah. I haven't seen one. Haven't seen her this angry at all.
Yeah, this
Yeah, she
happens
wasn't
sometimes. It's really unfortunate when it does, but I should be able to kill her with two more Type 90s and a Type 70. Oh, never mind.
Oh yeah, you're good.
That's just one more shot. We're good. Thank goodness Uh-oh. Dude, she didn't 0 shot. She debated me. We had a rhythm going and everything. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? This is incredibly scary now. Please? Please?
Oh, she is not messing around. Oh man.
Man,
Yo, okay. See all that health regen? That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yep. Worst Kyrie ever done in a marathon run, I think. Like she was upset. She was so upset.
She was mad that the Three Stooges were slacking.
Oh my god, what is this? Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Hooray.
Wow.
I was sweating there.
Wow. Holy. All right, time.
Woo!
Goodness me, Kyrie.
GG.
So I think the last time I had Kyrie go that badly was like a very long time ago. I think I was just learning the game too. Like that's how long ago. back in 2017, 2018. Like that was really unfortunate.
How does Mafuyu get there?
That's such a good question.
Like, cause like, was he like part of her cloak? I guess her ghost cloak.
Oh right, when you watch the scene, she like sucks him in,
Oh, right.
and then he just like disappears, and then I guess he gets spit back out.
Don't forget your duty.
It's just, well, hey, actually, I want to be with the ghost. It's okay. Get out of here.
Mafuyu's the most ungrateful person ever.
I was actually really happy. You kind of been ruining that. Get out.
Ruining the vibe, Miku.
Yeah. I guess the mansion's less angry, but like that's all they really have.
Yeah, so she becomes the Rope Shrine Maiden, keeps the Calamity Door closed. Mafuyu's like, oh, well, I don't know. She's kind of cool. I think I'll stay. And then Miku's like, What are you saying? And then everything starts crumbling down on them, and then they run out, and then yeah.
It's fun. Hooray.
Fun times. If you actually like play the game and pay attention to the story, the ending is like a really dope. But in the speedrun, the ending is just like, what? What did we do all that for?
So does Mafuyu like die, or like is he just down here as like a regular human?
He doesn't die, but
You're talking about like ghosts. I mean, I don't know what he's eating, or like I don't know how he's surviving. Like if he's not a ghost, he will be a ghost soon.
yeah.
I think it's implied that he dies when you get to 3 because of the way 3 works.
Actually,
Because they see the ghost of the person that they're chasing in the
more importantly,
manner.
if we would turn into a ghost, wouldn't he be behind the calamity door?
Yeah,
The one
yeah.
being locked? Or like, does he have like special privilege where like I'm allowed to? I'm on the good side of the calamity door, not the bad side. Anyway, GG.
GG's.
I never thought about it that way. That's
Maxie,
funny.
really quick, any shout outs you want to give? And if anyone wanted to find you, where can they find you?
Twitch.tv/MaxiLobes. That's where I stream a lot. I have world record in this game. I just got it like a month or 2 ago. It was quite the grind. But I want to give a shout out to Alien for having the record for such a long time. He and I we traded records like maybe 4 or 5 times like a while back when we were optimizing this game.
Yeah, that was a cool time.
Yeah, that was actually like that's probably my favorite rivalry I've ever had in speedrunning, and obviously a friendly rivalry. He and I pushed each other pretty far to get the game to where it is. But also, there's a lot of good Japanese runners. Kuzuyori and Bajo are very good at Fatal Frame as well. Bajo runs like all of them.
Yeah, Bajo's insane. He does so
really,
much.
really impressive. So shout outs to them. And shout outs to all my community for hanging out in the chat. And thanks to Panda and Cloudmark for joining me on comms.
No problem.
We're not going anywhere though, because Cloudmark's running Fatal Frame 2 next. Oh yeah. Woohoo!
And then if anyone wanted to find you, Maxie, where can they find you?
Yeah, just twitch.tv/MaxiLobes. And if you want to follow me on Blue Sky, I'm MaxiLobes there as well. Very easy to find. I'm pretty much the one and only MaxiLobes, so if you just look up MaxiLobes on like social media in general, you're just gonna find me. So yeah, hit me up wherever you want. I have a YouTube channel, a main channel where I post very specific videos. I just posted a video about a glitch hunter named Hippo. Would suggest that one. That's a good watch.
All right. Thank you all once again. And before I do hop over to the next game lead us there, I do want to say congratulations to Maxie. For those who do not know, while it is outside of the usual horror fare, Maxie will be running Shenmue at the upcoming GDQ. I know that's been a pretty big submission he's been doing for a while. What, I think it's like 7 years submitted, so it's nice to actually see the dub there. It's nice to see that game get in.
It's going to be a hoot.
Woo!
And it should. Anyway, I'll be seeing all the people in the call here in one moment once again. But for everyone else, before we go to our next round, let me just tell you a couple announcements. One, we do have an official GDQ Discord with the Hotfix role. You get more information on many upcoming events, talk with staff, and more. You can use !Discord. All right, everyone. Welcome back from the break. Hope you're all having a good night so far. So, to complete the Fatal Frame package, we do have one more game for you tonight. Both games are about a good length, and obviously we saw what happened in the first game. We saw the basis of the style, we saw the interesting tricks. We're going to see that expanded upon as we go into the second game of the franchise. We have Fatal Frame 2 Any Percent with Cloudmark 27. Feel free to take it away.
Hello. Hi. I'm Cloudmark. I like Fatal Frame. This is my favorite horror game series, so it's always a joy to share my my love of this series with everybody. You might have heard me in the previous run, but here I am now. And I'm joined by some wonderful commentators. So if you all want to introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Maxie. I just did the run of Fatal Frame 1.
And I am Panda, and I have speedrun this game for a long time, so I'm happy to be here.
Woo! Alright, so let's just get right into it. And time will start now. Woo! So if you did see, we are playing the director's cut of this game, which is the Xbox version. So this adds some endings, and it also adds some costumes, but we're just going to be running the base on everything because this is a new game, any percent category. And it is also in 1080p. The PS3 version that I usually play is only in 720, so that's fun. But we start off the game as Mio. She's following her twin sister Mayu into a scary village because they just decided to hang out right next to a scary village. And Mayu's like, man, there's some ghosts in this scary village. I think I'm going to check it out. And Mio's like, I don't know, Mayu. That doesn't seem like a good idea. But, you know, she's the big sister, so she's gotta cover for the little sister's mistakes, right? But basically, this is a cursed village, much like how in Fatal Frame 1, the Himuro Manor is a cursed manor. Because there's a lot of curses in Fatal Frame. Honestly, Fatal Frame is... you fail a ritual, and there's a curse. That's a lot of the games. That's like every game. Which
multiple occurrences
of
failed rituals.
Okay, so what's cool about this specific ritual is that basically this village is living the same day over and over. And the ritual that needed to be done involved twins, which is why we have... you know, we're playing as twins. So it's another set of siblings, unlike Miku and Mafuyu. And we're getting some door tech in. So the cool thing about these doors is that their hitbox is actually way, like, it's huge. So you don't have to be right up next to it. You can just be, let's see if I can get a good one here. Yeah, see? I was like not even close to it, not even an arm's length of it. And you just spam the interact button and Mio will be like super elastic stretch towards it. But a lot of this game... yeah, and I can... go for it.
Oh, go ahead. I was just saying that can be helpful later because if Mayu can die, which is a game over, so... it's not very important for this run, but if you were playing on a harder difficulty, it would be very important.
Yeah, Mayu is not
whenever you go into a room, she snaps to you, basically.
Sometimes she can be not very cooperative in this.
Yeah. True.
Sometimes she'll just chill right in front of you, and she just doesn't want to move. You're like, come on, Mayu, we gotta work on that.
We do kind of get back at her, though, because there are a few times where we do use her. You can use her to get fatal frames if you so choose. So.
Yeah. She'll be like your little scapegoat. Like, Mayu, just hold that ghost right there for a second. See if I can get another good one. There we go. So it saves, like, not a ton of time, but getting those door techs is, you know, it adds up across the run and everything, because you go through a ton of doors in this game. So just like in Fatal Frame 1, that'll give us basically a picture, a vision of where we need to go. And we were there earlier. So it's a way to unlock, or break the seal to unlock the way. We're just gonna mosey our way over there. And honestly, early Fatal Frame 2 is a lot of movement and door tech. I love door tech. It's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And then we take, so we can take this picture. I actually forget her name. Is it Miyako?
Yeah, Miyako.
Okay.
And that's Masumi that we saw in the picture.
Yeah, that's the
We
ghost.
see him here too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah. Don't come near me.
Basically, they got lost in this village because they decided, let's take a vacay to this area of a cursed village. That sounds like fun. And it wasn't fun.
When you pick the cheaper
I feel
option
like-
and then you get cursed.
Yeah. I feel like Masumi's like the only person that like ended up here that sounds like legitimate because he was a surveyor basically, and he was surveying the area, and he just wound up being stuck here.
That's
but
true.
then Miyako comes here to look for him, and then she gets stuck here. So hers makes sense too. But any other people who end up getting stuck here, I have no idea how they got.
Exactly.
Sounds very familiar.
Because I think they're actually going to build a dam here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's surveying for that, yeah. That's fun. Oh. Yay, stair skating. I messed up at the start, but we got it after that. So stair skating is really fun to do. It looks really fun too. Let's see if I can get a good angle on this.
Yeah, and it's actually important. It becomes very important in the last stair skate.
Oh,
that you have to
yeah.
do.
Well, we'll get to a point where we need to stair skate so we can dodge a certain ghost, and you get in big trouble if you don't.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the first ghost fight with Miyako. She can be very good on her. We're going to switch to 61 film. That's actually okay. We're going to run all the way over here, and we're going to hope that she spawns right behind us. Nice. Okay, so we want her to come here, look down a little bit. I missed.
Yeah, this fight is challenging because you actually have to do fatal frames without the fatal frame alarm. So you just have to know when to hit her.
All right, I'm just going to hit her right there. I'm going to hope that she spawns where she did again. Actually, is she right there? That's actually not bad. Okay. Round 2.
There you go. You can see Mark did the fatal
There we go.
frame.
All right, sick. Now we're going to switch back to 14 film because I need to save some of my 61 film. She's in the wall right now, so I can't really do anything. I'm going to hope that she spawns not in the wall again.
Wow, she's being very rude.
There she is. I think I could just get her right there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All I needed was one fatal frame combo for the points, so I just get a just kill right there.
Yeah, as Maxi mentioned in the fatal frame run, there is we do have to pay attention to the film in this run, and the route is very tight with the film, so you really don't have a lot of chances to mess up.
Such as missing your first fatal frame combo.
Yeah. It's really important in the beginning of this game. Like when I was learning how to run Fatal Frame 2, that was like the thing that I messed up the most on, was just the first like 20 to 30 minutes of the run and just messing up film.
Yeah, Miyako's the hardest to get just because you don't have the indicator. So you have to you basically memorize where it would be. And then you hope that she doesn't AFK spawn in the wall.
Yeah.
Which she actually gave us a good spawn. That was just my fault.
Yeah, and
User error.
Another thing that, maybe some people picked up on is that the fatal frame that you did was also followed up by two other fatal frame shots. They kind of changed the way that zero shot stuff works in this game. Like Fatal Frame 1, you take a picture and you have the cooldown. Oh, nice stair skate.
Hey.
and then you have to, you gotta wait. And in this game, they decided to make it so that when you do get a fatal frame or a zero shot, whatever you want to call it, you can do follow-ups. And because of that, as I mentioned in the Fatal Frame 1 run, I think that some fights in this game are actually like really, really challenging in a totally different way, because some of those follow-up shots are really quick, and some of the movements from the ghosts are like very just kind of wild, and you got to flick your camera and stuff. It's very different.
Yeah, it's super fun to like when you figure out everybody's like fatal frame window and everything. I think that's like that was like the most fun of learning this, to like take full advantage of every single ghost.
Yeah, it's incredibly rewarding.
Sometimes you just gotta face your fears head on.
Yeah.
I like how you just whiffs.
He's like, wait.
He whiffs bad.
It was funny you mentioned the Three Stooges in the first game, because I think of these guys as the Three Stooges.
Yeah, they are. They
return.
They just return, yeah. Except now they have like weapons. Yeah. Like, all right, maybe we can get her this time if we have some type of weaponry. Get my torch and my pitchfork.
So go for it.
Go ahead. I was just going to say the combos can be very important, because not only for points, but also damage. That's really where your damage comes from in this game, is the combos, along with your, we're going to use special lenses in this game.
Yeah, and I was going to say that the crimson butterflies here was going to be a recurring motif, where it's like, don't know where to go? Follow the butterflies. The butterflies know all, and we will see why the butterflies want to help you later. So we're just going to talk to Itsuki here. He's another twin. That was part of the ritual before. And he did say Yai right there, which we saw in Fatal Frame 1.
I may be able to help.
So that Yai actually comes from this village. She's in this game. The whole reason that the ghosts basically lured Mayu here is there was supposed to be a ritual done between twins, between Sai and Yai. And Yai actually left the village before the ritual could take place. She left with Munakata, and they got married. They moved to the Himuro Manor, and then Fatal Frame 1 happens. Sai was left here alone, and they still decided, like, well, maybe if we do the ritual with just her, it'll be fine. And it wasn't fine. So they're trapped in this time loop, and Sai is like, she's mad. She's really mad. So she's basically using Mio and Mayu as a stand-in for her and Yai.
I don't blame her. I'd be pretty mad too.
Yeah, I would, like, Yai is just like, peace, and she just dips. So I would feel pretty angry.
Oh,
yeah,
they're back.
They're trying their best.
Like, that dude's still in his attack animation, and you're already in like the next camera angle.
They are very frustrating if you want to do the ghost list, because their fatal frames are required.
Oh yeah, oops.
Oh.
And getting their fatal frame is like, you have to do so much baiting, and even then they're like, no, I'm not falling for that, and you're just like, please.
Yeah, don't they just kind of stand around sometimes?
Yeah, they're like, what am I going to do? What's happening? You're like, just attack me, please. All right. So what we need to do right now is that the door that is locked, we need some twin keys, or some twin keys to open it. So we go to basically gravestones surrounded by crimson butterflies. Again, it's just like, this is like the tutorial at the start of the game. Like, this is what you're going to be doing. We'll give you some easy tasks, so go execute, and then you'll get harder stuff as the game progresses. So there they are. We can interact.
I don't trust a Twinkie in this cursed village.
Imagine. It's just like, what is a Twinkie doing here? A little spawn. What we can do is we just go all the way, hug the wall, And they whiff. Yep.
And that dodge is actually more specific than it looks. I swear.
Yeah.
Like when I started learning this game, I couldn't do it. And then I started to realize that you really need to hug that wall.
Yeah. Because that first guy, he's very close. So, like, even if he doesn't do his attack animation, if you're close enough to him, he'll just lock onto you and get you. But we did good right there, so. So I do want to get the door tech here, but if I too close to the left, I don't know, like torch thing, there's actually an herbal medicine there.
Herbal medicine.
Yeah. So sometimes you'll just pick it up instead of going to the door, and it's like, oh no. But
are we gonna get the bridge ghost?
Oh, Sunken Woman. I really like her, but yeah, and we probably won't see her. Sometimes she spawns behind you anyway because she's rude.
Mm-hmm.
But
I hope she comes.
But from now on, whenever you're coming back from this bridge, she can spawn right in front of you if she wants to and grab you, which is very fun.
I feel like whenever she comes, I'm like, we're being blessed by the bridge ghost because she's like, she's rare. So it's like, I want her to bless the run. But she's a little camera shy, so. That was good. Yay. And okay, so here's...
I don't know, do you feel like this? Do you feel like she shows... I feel like she shows up more in the PS2 version than Xbox for me.
Yeah, I think like, while I was practicing this, there was like... I think she showed up once. Maybe twice in all, like... Through all of my practicing. You know, like on and offline. Which is... So maybe she is more... in the PS2 version. Okay, so what we picked up was the little fatal frame icon, or like sensor thing. So I don't have to guess anymore. I know when it's gonna happen. I could probably not get it, but I don't know. That's just, I don't know.
That's a lot to memorize.
That's a lot to memorize, and I think I could do it, but like it would save what, 3 seconds maybe. So there's just no reason. Okay, we're actually gonna get some more. Mio, excuse me. We're actually gonna get some more points right here. So a ghost is gonna spawn right in front of us. We're gonna put on our 14, and we want him to, when he comes back up. I missed this one. That's okay. We only need 2 shots for the points, honestly. Sometimes I like to get the third one if I don't get the fatal frame at the beginning, but we did get the fatal frame at the beginning, so it's not a huge deal. And that's just for upgrades coming up. Now we're going to be greeted with the Kusabi. He's scary. So whenever the screen goes gray like this, anything that hits you, you die. So it's very important to to not get hit.
It's very scary. I kind of failed to mention that during my run.
Yeah, if it grays out, you're in trouble.
They also troll you in this game too. In that room, there is a little closet in the back, and if you go in there, there's no way out. So you just die.
Yeah. It's fun. Okay. So we gotta go all the way over here. Man, I love the door text. We're gonna pick up some film right here. So you see, you notice that they're different numbers now. Now it's 7, 14, 61, 90, and 0 film. So they expanded it a bit. And I think that's actually how it goes for the rest of the series. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're going to change to 61 right after this, actually. Okay, cool. Her little spin.
Oh, yeah,
there.
and if you saw that, in the Xbox version, you can actually change film in the camera view. You cannot do that on the PS2 version. You have to go in the menu to change the film.
Which speeds up the menuing in this a little bit. But whenever you change film in this, you put the cooldown on. So you have to wait for the camera to load it up. So like, I usually won't do it in like the middle of a fight because I need to be, shooting. But like when it's stuff like this where I don't have to care about the cooldown, I can just set it up right there.
That was solid menuing there. In this game, you have to add orbs in order to like power up the camera. So you add like a spirit orb and then you power it up and mark powered up accumulation.
Yeah, we want accumulation.
More damage, right?
First, it gives you the spirit power to use your lenses. And yeah, we want that first because we want to use blast on this upcoming ghost fight between Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, without it, you only have one orb, and it requires two.
I always thought it was just more damage. That's so funny.
Yeah, what's funny is that when you were talking about not upgrading range in Fatal Frame 1, you actually don't upgrade range in this one either.
All power.
Yep.
All speed, all power.
So this is one of the special lenses that we get. Blast, which is the only special lens that we're going to get. Door?
Door?
Okay.
Okay.
I guess it didn't want to go. Oh, she spawned in a bad spot. Okay. That is okay. Oh my goodness. I was trying to dodge her while getting him, but she spawned in a very bad spot.
Yes, this is Limbo Man and Limbo Woman, and unfortunately, Limbo Man has an insane amount of health for this early in the game.
I did not miss him. Oh my goodness. That's fine. I could not see. This is
Limbo Woman doesn't have that much health, but she teleports everywhere. It's just madness.
Honestly, I feel like this might be one of the hardest fights just because you're not very strong here and there's two of them and like okay, that's fine.
And that it's really easy to blast them through the wall, so you only get the first shot of the fatal frame. You don't get to continue.
Okay, so I use blast right there. And we're gonna actually switch to 14 film because I need to save. Oh wow, he grabbed me there. I need to save some of my 61 film for an upcoming fight. I'm surprised he grabbed me there. I thought he was still recovering from whatchamacallit.
Yeah, I don't know if there's other ghosts that do this, but I noticed that he, for some reason, recovers really fast from his... Like, when they attack, they also... You kind of get iframes to run through them, but he recovers very fast.
Okay. He should die coming up. She's right behind me, which is not very good.
Yeah, thankfully she doesn't do a lot of damage, but yeah, it's really
Yeah, she's just annoyed. He was in the wall. That's okay. I went for the shot anyway, because you might as well. Sometimes you get lucky. Where is she? She's to the right of me. What are you doing, girl? Yeah, she was really too close for that one. That's fine. Come here, dude. Alright, he's dead. And she should follow right now. Okay. So that was a rough fight, but hey.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I agree that this fight is really hard.
Yeah.
Like, when you said, like, this is one of the hardest fights, like, I think that's an understatement. Like, that for the speedrun at least, that's, like, the one thing that I lost my mind over when I was learning this game. Like, I just couldn't, I couldn't get this fight down.
It's hard. Like, this is definitely, Wait, I need to switch. Okay, now we're good.
It's almost like they messed up their health values. They were like, oh, oops. We added an extra 0. Whatever.
Oops. You'll be fine. You're fine.
Yeah, because it's like they just have so much health. Like,
ideally, you want the lady ghost to spawn directly behind you at the beginning. So then, once you fatal frame the guy, you'll actually hit her too. But she decided to spawn in quite possibly the worst place that she could have. But yeah, it's okay. It was fine. We got what we needed, so. All we need from that is to be able to upgrade Sense and Blast. I messed that up. Which we did, so hooray.
But yeah, it's actually kind of cruel because, like you said, you're underpowered at this point in the game. It's the beginning of the game, so if this is your first time playing, you don't really understand all the mechanics and you're not really that great at the game. So yeah, it's just really frustrating.
Munakata. So Munakata, you also see in Fatal Frame 1, and that is Miku's great-great-great-grandfather. Hooray, connections. So we open that up. Stair skating is done by mashing the run button, like right before you start going upstairs. And then you'll glide.
yeah, that's like a key difference between Fatal Frame 2's version of stair skating and like stair skating that you would see in other speedruns. Like example, like Resident Evil Remake. If you're on a staircase, you just mash and then you stair skate. But in Fatal Frame 2, you specifically have to start mashing before you get on the staircase.
Okay, we didn't get the last one. That's okay.
Boxwoman. This fight's kind of cool. So if you saw what Mark did there, if you stand on her head, you can basically bait a fatal frame, where otherwise she generally just doesn't. And you're pretty much probably only get the 2 combo. For some reason, this specific ghost, when you hit her with a fatal frame, she just goes flying.
Yeah. Alright, she should be dead from there. Sick.
That was a good fight.
Yeah.
It's really important to get that first fatal frame, like those first 2 shots.
And also, the reason why we want to upgrade Blast there is once you level up Blast once, it also adds a slowing effect, so you have a little bit more time to do a combo. So yay.
Yeah, and it's also important to be cognizant of that, because you can, if you get a little too trigger happy, you can accidentally miss your timing with your fatal frames.
Yep.
If you forget about the slow.
Yay, scooting things over. All right.
They really like sliding puzzles in this game. I don't understand the obsession, but...
All right, so now we got Mayu following us again. She'll try to make you feel bad about going ahead of her, but you really don't need to worry about her all that often. She's doing her own thing. See?
Yeah, I would say, like, out of all of the escort quest horror games, like, this one's really nice.
And whenever you get to a door, she'll just teleport with you to the door. So, like...
Yeah, which you can kind of abuse.
Let's go out here.
I think the first really good example of that is down here.
Whee!
When we run around the...
Yeah.
She just teleports to you.
I'm gonna actually grab a safety stone mirror. Let's do that. Hooray, safety stone mirror. All right. Excuse me, Mayu. All right, so... Yep, she's doing her thing. Look at, she has the audacity to tell me to hurry up when she's the one who's like, I'm gonna go play with my ghost friends. Like, excuse me? right, so Mayu's gonna be freaked out by the ghost that's coming over there, but it's fine. She's just gonna distract the ghost. So we'll go over here. And Maya would be like, yo, why didn't you wait for me? She just pops in the frame, like, come on. Alright, cool. Destiny.
Also, yeah, this is the ceremony master in this game. This is Yae and Sai's father.
Yeah. Ryokan Kurosawa. Remember that name.
Yeah. Who was also a twin.
Mm-hmm. And he performed the ritual with his twin. Oh, I got stuck. There we go. Wait. Okay, so we gotta spawn this little kid. Over here.
Just memories of Bella screaming, no!
No.
Wait, no!
Alright, so what we gotta do is before we pick up the ball, we gotta open this door. Alright, sick.
Yeah, we triggered the door opening there because that kid takes forever to open the door. So we just trigger it so he can just open the door while we're doing other stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I wanted to mention earlier, the stair skating in this is actually pretty difficult. And it's really difficult to do consistently. And there's also a lot of blind ones where you're just like, you'll come up a set of stairs and then you have to just do it without seeing the next set.
Yeah, it's way more timing based.
All right, let's get this key. Yoink.
And like I mentioned earlier, also unlike other stair skating that you see in like other horror games, it's really easy to drop stair skating in this game because if you just like don't mash fast enough or something, like you'll drop it and then you can't restart the stair skate when you're already on the stairs.
Yeah, then you basically have to accept, like, oh, I guess I'm going down these regularly. Let's see if I got a good one there. Oh, nice, I did. So for that angle, it's like, it focuses on the ghost, so you kind of have to, like, blindly position Mio to go straight to the door. And luckily she was nice there, and Mayu wasn't blocking us. Yay. Alright, let's go through here.
Yeah, because there's another one of those later in the storehouse when we pick up Zero film, and then right after you pick it up, you exit without being able to see where you are.
Oh, I think I dropped it.
Also, this one, here's another stair skate. Yeah, you can't see where you're doing.
That was good, though. I think you got the blind stair skate.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you just hope you're doing it.
Yeah, that one's the scariest one. You leave Mayu to distract the ghost, and then... Whee! Don't worry, she'll make her way there. She's fine. All right, let's get this. Boop, and then she'll teleport here.
And if it wasn't already apparent, Fatal Frame 2 is a very large game compared to Fatal Frame 1.
Oh yeah.
I would say that the map is like probably 3 times as large.
Mio's getting her cardio in for sure. That's why she's running so slow. She's conserving her energy. Mm-hmm.
Please come here. Hurry.
It's kind of crazy how we go from this running speed to 4.
Yeah.
Didn't we promise?
Oh, Fatal Frame 4.
We keep mentioning it, but I promise we really do like that game.
Yeah. That, all right. So now we just got to get the key of light, or the light key. Got to open up some prison thing. So we have to find the opposing twin keys, dark and light. All right, this staircase is a little hard to do too.
Yeah, another staircase. Yeah.
Hooray.
It's very satisfying when you do it, though.
So fun fact about this little shiny that you see right in front of me, that's a trap. Don't get that. That like, okay, Mio, I just said don't get that. That spawns a ghost. So for that stairskate, actually, you want to walk on the second one because it makes Mayu have like a little mini sprint. So she goes up the stairs slightly faster. Very slightly.
Huh.
And shout out Bajo for figuring that out.
Yeah, I had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if this will open if stepped on. I'll stay here.
All right, so now we got to go over here. We're basically doing setting a flag so like we can go through a certain door because we're just gonna spawn a ghost here. And he's like, I have the key right here.
We have to listen to him yap first, though.
Yeah.
It's impossible. All right, cool. There we go. All right, Mayu, let's go.
Leave me alone again, right?
Oh, for sure.
You won't leave me alone again, right? About that.
All right. So now we're gonna go back to where we got the ball, because that door is now able to be open. Oop. Okay.
Yo.
Sometimes Mio just wants
She
to.
is-
60
spin.
spin, dude.
There we go.
Someone's here.
Okay. So we want to open this door, but we don't want to go through yet, or we'll spawn a ghost.
Yeah, and a very annoying one too that you really do not want to fight.
Yeah, you have to like wait for this dialogue to be totally finished. I don't even know why this works.
I don't know either.
Like when I watched
Everyone's
when I watched this run for the first time, I was like, what are they doing? Why are they just standing here? Like what is this? And then then I tried doing the run myself and I was like, oh.
There we go. So it is 4, 1, 2, 5, 3. Hooray! So there's like a little story thing that tells you the order to put those in, but it's easier just to do that. Okay, so right here we want this ghost to go after Mio, and it is. Hooray!
Yeah.
If it goes after Mayu, she'll actually get grabbed, and when she gets grabbed, Mio stops to be like, oh no, Mayu. So usually stop like right there in the middle of the door while Mayu's like, Mio, help. But thankfully she went after, or the ghost went after Mio. And now we're gonna hope that this ghost up here doesn't come after us. Nice.
Yay.
So yeah, see, Mayu just teleported right to us. She's fine.
Yeah, she'll still grab Mayu though.
She was distracting the ghost right there, so.
I knew.
Alright, so we needed the hammer key. Here, excuse me, Mayu. I need this film right here, girl. Thank you. Okay. So now we need to go back to the Osaka house, which is actually the first house that you go when you start this game. And sadly, Mayu gets left behind, so we leave her behind. But she's fine. See, she's fine. She's taking it pretty well. And we're just gonna grab some more film before we go. All right, cool.
Yeah, another thing I want to mention about Fatal Frame 2 is that even though there is quite a lot of film in the game, some of it is just really well hidden. Like you wouldn't really know unless you were just pressing X on like everything. Fatal Frame 1 is a little bit more obvious with where the films are.
There's good old Sadako.
Yeah. I think it's because of this game. That's why whenever I play spooky games, I'm always just running into everything and clicking everywhere. And everyone's like, why are you just running into everything? I'm like, I'm looking for
They could be hidden items. Come on. All right, and we're out.
Yeah, I
Will
feel
we
like
be blessed?
I feel like that's a very common thing in like the late 90s and early 2000s, like the horror genre, just having random items that you can't see that you pick up.
Come on, Bridge Ghost. Bless this run. Oh, no. No. All right, next time. She's just a little... Oh, there she is.
There she is.
Nice.
She did it. She's one of my favorite ghosts because she's just vibing, really.
Hooray. All right, let's go, Mio. Man, this map is actually huge. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's massive. Fatal Frame 2, like when I mentioned earlier that Fatal Frame 1 had like a pretty small dev team, like it's really obvious that when Fatal Frame 1 actually did well, Tecmo, like you said, like took it seriously. So Fatal Frame 2 is not only is it like a massive upgrade in terms of, you know, graphics, mechanics, it's also just a really massive game.
Oh yeah. They went full on this. They're like, this is gonna be one of our flagship series.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like, you know, the way that the game is marketed, kind of has something to do with that. Because back in 2001, like, of course, like there were a lot of games that were releasing that were, you know, scary. But Fatal Frame was highly regarded as the scariest game of all time. So I kind of feel like that was very appealing to a lot of people. So I think with Fatal Frame 2, they just really wanted to capitalize as soon as possible so that they could kind of keep that going, and they definitely did. Because I want to mention the Fatal Frame 2 box. I have the PS2 box here. If you look at the back of the box, there's like this big warning sign, and it says "Sequel to the most frightening game of all time. Warning: Do not play this game alone." And so, like, yeah, they took it real seriously. And
sequel to the scariest game based on a true story.
Yeah.
Oh, not that way. I gotta get the film first.
I was like, don't forget your film.
I need that.
Don't
Good old
forget
Zero
your
film.
duty. Some Type 0 there.
I'll need that
Yeah,
for the end.
They give you Type 0 so early in this game.
Yeah, and there's only 6 of them in this game, which is really frustrating, though.
And we use all of it. So
Yeah. Thankfully, on the Xbox version, there's a shop. So once you do New Game Plus, you can just buy film with like your points. But in like 2, if you wanted to do New Game Plus run on the PS2 version, you have to grind for all your film.
it's rough.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. I'm just gonna pick up this key and I'll leave you be.
And in Fatal Frame 1, when you do New Game Plus, like it's required that you go to a harder difficulty, right? So is that the same thing in this game?
You can choose whatever difficulty you want after this. They have like a really cool menu where it's like you choose everybody's costume, everybody's accessories, whether you want to do original or FPS mode, and then what difficulty you want for the Xbox version anyway. So she's actually scary because she can like just spawn right on top of you, and she's definitely can grab you and hit you and everything.
Yeah.
Little foreshadowing to the best ghost fight coming up. You'll see her right there.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's Chitose. She's very cute and unfortunately not very speedrun friendly.
She was being not very friendly last night while I was doing some runs of this. I was like, girl. I was also being a little greedy, but I'll just blame it on her because that's better.
Little Cheeto.
Yeah, Cheeto.
I'm glad other people call her Cheeto too.
All right, let's see if she comes back again.
I was like, are we going to be blessed again?
Well, we got the rare double blessing. I hear something. I don't see anything. Ah, that's okay. I actually need to switch to 61 film right now. Okay, cool. So this fight coming up between Tweedledee and Tweedledum can actually be a little challenging just because, oh my goodness. You only want, okay, so you want to blast, but you only want to use blast twice because if you use it 3 times, they'll do like a fisticuffs tornado attack. I was too fast on that one. That's okay. Okay. All right, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. One of you. Just one of you.
Yeah, you can actually get them both at a shot, but it can be kind of challenging to do that.
Ooh. Where did he go?
He wanted a hug.
That was okay. That's fine. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. That should kill him. Cool.
Oh, they're talking about the fallen lady in chat. I really love that ghost, but yeah, unfortunately we don't get to see her in the speedrun, the lady who falls from the tower.
She's a great ghost. I would love to see her in this run, but unfortunately, yeah, you don't.
She like breaks her back, right?
Yeah, she's...
Yeah. She looks, she breaks everything.
Yeah. That was actually a pretty good fight. Besides missing that second fatal frame, that was pretty good. And they didn't hit me, which is even better.
Those two can be really rough because, like, you had this positioning where you could have had one attack you at the same time as the other, and then you got to pick which one to take the fatal frame of. But then you also just get grabbed by the other one. Yeah,
it's very scary. And if you do the 3, then like I said, they just start running at you, punching and everything, and they're invincible in that point, and you can't do anything.
The Luigi forward attack from Super Smash.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're just strange too because like this whole time the game is teaching you to do like fatal frames and 0 shots, but if you 0 shot them, they punish you by doing what Mark is saying, where they'll just start doing this flailing attack. And you can get stunned in it, and it takes so much health away if you get stuck in it. And since there's 2 of them, you can just die really easily if you get stuck in both of their attacks at the same time.
So that's like that fight is actually really hard to get like perfect, but it's very satisfying when you do it really well. Just like with the hunched over ghost, when you get the fatal frame directly right when she's about to come up at you. All right. So Mayu, while she was in that jail, she decided to go off and play with her ghost friends again. So we went to get that key for nothing. So now we're going after her. I need to switch my film real quick, actually. So we'll go to 14.
So one difference between Fatal Frame 1 and 2 that makes this game not only just easier, but like more accessible is that there is an infinite film. I think it's type 7 or something like that. Yeah. But it is so weak that it's never used in the run because there's plenty of other film to go around. But I just wanted to mention that you can run out of film, but at the same time you can't.
Yeah, that's the thing with... So in 1, they don't explain this mechanic, but anytime you go under 30 film, you can actually go to a save point and it'll refill your 14 film there. But they don't explain it like at all.
Yeah. They never.
So I feel like most people never find out about it, and they're like, I ran out of film, so I stopped the game.
Yeah, they never
which
explain
is,
it.
Understandable.
Never explain it. And Fatal Frame 2 doesn't really it doesn't really make you pick that film. It's totally optional, because there's plenty of Type 14.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just give you Type 14. I'll randomly, see how I have 84. Randomly, I'll just be back up to 99, and I have no idea why. They're just like, yeah, you can have some more 14 film. Okay, thanks. That's fun. I like this one. They're just like, yeah, go to the other side of the village, and then you can come back.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I guess.
They're like, go take a picture of this well. Okay.
Yeah, first time I played this, I was like, there's got to be a ghost coming out of this well. I've played the first game.
Exactly, yeah.
Honestly, it's kind of surprising there isn't.
Mm-hmm.
But the only time they have the one come out of the well is Boxwoman when you first go into that room down in the Kurosawa house, but you just run by her and leave.
Yeah, she's like, wait, where are you going?
My grand reveal. Ruined.
Yeah, she was waiting for her screen time and then just, wait. Alright, now we just gotta run back. We start the Kiryu house.
Yeah, this next chapter is probably the chapter that scars the most people.
This house is very confusing. So it's very easy to get lost in this house. Okay, so...
And dolls.
Oh yeah, the dolls.
I found out a lot of people don't like dolls.
Dolls are very scary.
And
See, I love dolls.
they're also a reoccurring thing in the series. I feel like there's a lot of dolls in Fatal Frame.
Mm-hmm. So that's Azami and Akane. They're also twins that partook in the ritual, with one killing the other. And we won't get the story. So their dad, the doll maker, actually makes a doll in the form of the deceased girl so that, she could come back. But it ends up, a spirit takes over the body because they're treating it, like a vessel or whatever. And then bad stuff happens. All right. So we're going to get that. We're going to switch to 61 film. We got to wait for this cutscene, and then we can open the door. Okay, here's where sound plays a very important part. These ghosts, there's a real one and a fake one. You can tell which one is which by the way they say, "Why do you kill?" So you heard that. She says when it's a very short why, then it's a fake one. So she'll do that, see? And if she elongates the why, so why do you kill? Let's see. So did you hear how she said that? That is very good. That is what we want. Where is she? There she is. I need her out of the wall. Come here. At the other wall. No.
I think that's okay, because the other unfortunate thing that can happen is if you miss the 3-shot Fatal Frame combo on her, then both of them come out. So we do not want to fight both of them at the same time.
Oops, I did not
can
mean to
help
do
it.
that one. Okay, so I needed to 14. We're gonna open this for later.
Oh yeah, and this door has a little bit of tech, but it's kind of strange. Like, if you, right when you defeat the ghost, if you go talk to the door, but you can't do it too early, she'll just unlock the door without opening it.
Yeah, so you don't have to see the opening animation. Yeah, the thing about these hallways is that they're very narrow. So if you're not fully aware of where you are, like I did right there, I was too far to, or too close to that wall. So I could not back up anymore, and that's why she grabbed me. But I needed her to be like, I needed to angle it so like if I fatal framed her, she wouldn't just blast back into the wall. So it was a weird thing right there. But then she gave me a good spawn, so we were okay. Okay, so now we have to go take a picture of the doll maker. I don't think they ever say his name, so I think it's just the doll maker.
Yeah, I don't know if they
recall.
do.
I missed. Okay, so we want to take a picture of him. Hidden man. So you actually have to stay in this room until he leaves that room, or you have to do that again. But we can trick the game and like just be right there. So like we're still technically in the room, but you know, we're as far as we can be. And you just want to look at the little filament in the bottom right. And when the light goes out, then you're completely fine.
I love this so much. Apparently his name is Yoshitatsu Kiryu.
Yoshitatsu Kiryu. Okay. My boy Yoshi. Alright, so get that. Get that. Some dolomite. She's just chilling there. So basically this tells us that we have to reconstruct the doll that we took a picture of earlier. So now we got to go around finding pieces. And this is where a lot of people get very confused or very lost, because this just has a weird layout for a building. Oops.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the only positive thing about this search is that like the little bar on the bottom right will light up blue, and that kind of like gives you a hint as to you know, where you need to be looking. But apart from that, yeah, it's pretty darn confusing.
So we just need to pick up a little spirit orb right there, because we're going to need to do some upgrading in a second. Oops.
I also don't know if you'll see it, but there's another thing that can happen where a zombie just ends up appearing in the hallway, and it's really creepy when she does, but she's actually like trying to help you, because what ends up happening is if she's in the hallway standing there being creepy, then the ghosts can't attack you.
Which is fun.
So it's helpful, but it's really weird.
Hopefully we'll see her do it, but sometimes she just doesn't feel like it. Oh, I can never get this one. The staircase is the bane of my existence.
Yeah, it's tough because you have to go around the corner and just pray.
Okay, so we're gonna... we want to turn while we're still in the camera to like where we have to run to. So then we just... because she auto puts down the camera, and then we have that little, cutscene or whatever. So it's just setting up. Also, for whatever reason, opening this next door, or like where the ghost is, it lags the game. So the PlayStation version and on this version, it's like, it's very noticeable.
Yeah, all of the frames are lost here.
Slow motion. Ugh. I don't know why. It just does it.
Oh yeah, and that's another little thing that you can do. If Mark actually was able to, while the pages of the thing, there she is. While the pages were loading of the book, you can actually still run between the pages disappearing and reappearing. So you can start moving basically.
Hey,
yep. Oh, okay.
There she is again.
We've been blessed.
Nice.
Yeah, it's actually really helpful because you do not want to fight the twins in this. You don't want to fight the dolls in this hallway. Or, well, anywhere really, but...
There they are. Alright, so now what we want to do... want to upgrade sense. Oops. And we wanted to switch to nighty film. Okay.
Oh my god.
Alright, so now the doll maker fight. Let's hope that he's friendly. We want him to do certain things. We're going to try to get him to do those certain things, but we'll run towards him here, not too close. We'll hit him right there.
Yeah, this fight is rough because he kind of just stands here.
So we want to stand directly in the middle. I'm actually going to... Oh. Okay, I meant to blast him, but I accidentally pressed the wrong button. We'll blast him right there. So that'll teach him. Hopefully that gets him down far enough to where he'll summon the dolls next. I'm standing in the middle of the room because I don't want him to spawn in the wall like he did there. Thankfully, he was still close enough to where it didn't matter. Okay, sick. So that'll cause him to drop the dolls, and then he'll get a 0 shot right here. And then hopefully this next one, he'll start running towards me.
Nice.
And that should kill him. Hooray!
Actually,
Nice. That's actually
massive
really good.
fight right there.
Whew. That fight, he was very nice in that fight.
Yeah, something we haven't really touched base on is like how important it is to get these certain patterns on these ghosts, because as Fatal Frame 2 progresses, ghosts start to get a lot more health and also just are a lot less likely to do exactly what you want. Similarly to Fatal Frame 1, but the difference between Fatal Frame 1 and 2 is that in Fatal Frame 2, you lose 3 times as much time as you would in Fatal Frame 1 from getting a bad pattern or having a ghost just not cooperate. Some of these ghosts in Fatal Frame 2 just cost you enormous amounts of time.
Crazy time.
Yeah, like this fight here, actually. So this fight's important because you need to do a 3-hit combo immediately, and if you mess up, then both dolls appear, which makes your job way harder. Because what happens in this fight is if you take a picture of the doll at any point, the real twin will rush you and grab you, which is why we just want to just skip that part altogether if you can.
Very good spawn. I need her a little away from the wall. Okay.
Nice. Basically got, yep, there you go.
Nice.
That's the best case scenario, that she spawns immediately and you can just get rid of her and then go about your day.
And we got the perfect one to spawn, so very good.
Yeah, she has like weird timing with the Fatal Frames too, so it's really easy to be overzealous and take a picture too soon on the second one.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that was really well done.
I've definitely never done that before.
Yeah, she's like, you hit the first one and then it's like count to 3, but then the next one, the third one, is really quick.
Yeah, so and you have to like flick your
tricky.
camera up as well on the third one.
Yeah.
All right, so that was the second to last, I think, spirit orb that we needed. All right, so
now Sai is gonna come chase us.
We dropped our camera and our flashlight, so we're completely defenseless here. So all we can do is run. And Sai is not very happy. That was very good, because sometimes she'll like the fake one will spawn like, I think the most for me, was like 7 times in a row, to where I was just like,
oh my,
I could not, I couldn't play the game. So I was like, okay.
You won't leave me alone.
Yeah, some of these fights you're really just at the mercy of RNG and hoping that you just get the best pattern.
take a sharp left right here. That wasn't very sharp, Mio, but okay.
But yeah, throughout this first part of this chapter, Sai is chasing you. For the most part, for speedrunning purposes, this part's fairly safe. When he comes out of this door after grabbing this key, it gets a little sketchy. You do have to be careful because she still can grab you pretty easily, but...
It's so scary.
I swear she moves faster on the Xbox version.
It feels like she does.
Just, yeah.
All right, so check this real quick. Go get the doll. Okay, now we have to do it again. Meow. She tries to trick you, be like, haha, it's actually Mayu, not Sai.
I never tried, but can you just open that door and she's there?
I actually don't know. Imagine she's just like, surprise, and you're like, oh, okay. Okay. Safe. She gets so close. All right. So this one's really easy. It's just 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Hooray! And she's like, nah, where are you going? We're just like, we're out of here.
This is one of the rooms where you can actually stand here because you can see this view. You can stand by the door and like she'll get halfway in the room and then you can interact with the door and she'll just stop and wait patiently for the door opening.
All right, let's see if I can. Oh, thank gosh. We did.
And if that was Fatal Frame 1, she would have just killed you.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, you're like, opening the door, an opening? We gotcha.
Yeah, because I've done the same thing with that part where Cutie chases you. Yeah, if you wait too long to open that one door, she will just kill you.
All right, we got to get back our camera. No more defenseless Mio. I like how they try to freak you out like, there's a ghost here.
Yeah.
Hooray, we're back. And they also were very nice and refilled my 14 film. So now we should be at max 14 film, but we'll see right now when I take a picture. All right, we'll open that. So we want to open this first door right here. Yep, I'm at 99, which is, they just throw film at you. Or, well, 14 film anyway.
The mourner actually refilled your camera when you dropped it. That's why he was there.
Yeah, he's actually a nice dude. Very nice dude. All right, you can hear the bell. You can hear it. That is Chitose. Basically a little, hey, this is what you have to look forward to. All right, now we gotta go up some stairs. And then one more. Cool. All right, and then we're gonna see Mayu up here. Just chilling. Just chilling in there. Give me back my brother.
I love this that you can just like go to the next door before she even starts moving.
Yeah. She's still running. Alright, so she's the next ghost that we have to fight.
Yeah, the way this next part works is basically you're kind of playing hide and seek with Chitose, and you need to find her 3 times, basically. And each time you find her, you have to fight her.
Alright, so we're gonna hope for an instant fatal frame here. And if not, then we're gonna hope for she doesn't spawn in a wall.
We were blessed, so it has to be, right? Yes. Dang it.
Okay, well. I'm just gonna move this way and hope for the best. No, where are you?
Oh, Cheeto.
Okay, attack me, attack me. Okay, sick. That was actually, we take that.
Yeah. This first fight's actually nice in the sense that she doesn't have that much health, so you can get rid of her pretty easily, but her health goes up exponentially after this. It's actually, like, insane.
Yeah, I had to use, I used a 90 film with Blast there just because you don't want to deal with her spawning there. That hallway is so narrow. She's most of the time just in a wall. And then you're like, okay.
Yeah, and because that floor is there, she can spawn halfway in the floor, halfway not in the floor. She can, yeah, it's not good.
All right, so for this one, we're actually going to go back this way. And she should spawn right at the door. Okay. So we want her to... Oh, she's in a bad spot, but that's okay. Yeah, okay, she's in the wall. That's okay. Where are you, girl? Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Very good.
Nice.
That was really good. Good reaction to her doing like the instant get up attack.
Yeah, that was close. She was being a little aggressive right there, but that's essentially what you want from her. You want her to be very aggro on you.
Yeah, and this is our last fight. So I feel like just because of the way the mechanics in this specific game work, you really do have to consider the environment when you're setting up to take like the combo shots, because like, for example, in that last room, there's lots of walls and stuff that can block your view just suddenly. So you really try to manipulate her position as best as you can. Like here is great because she's going to go in the hallway. It's wide and open. Yeah, nothing in the way.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, this is very nice RNG pattern. She's just being really aggressive, which is what we want, which normally, unfortunately, does not happen.
Yeah, she's mad today.
Yeah, she's upset.
We keep on calling her Cheeto.
Wow.
That was so
that was a
good.
very
my
great
God.
fight. That was amazing. Nice.
Get me back my brother.
Probably the best Cheeto 3 you could get.
Yeah, pretty much. Wow. Holy moly. She was
I don't
angry.
think she wasted any time. Okay, noted. Call her Cheeto more
Yeah.
often.
We take that.
She was feeling like a jalapeno Cheeto today.
Yeah, apparently. I'm like, holy moly, I've never seen her that aggro. That's crazy. Oh, Mio, where are you going, girl? All right. So right after this, we got to switch to 14 film real quick. Half Moon.
I love this shot.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hurry. We need to get to the old tree.
I don't think you should be telling me where to go. All right. But we do have to go to the old tree. She's correct.
Yeah, basically what we're going to do for this part is each house, like each major house in the village has a pinwheel crest, and we need to collect them all in order to put them all into the old tree pinwheel mechanism and unlock it, basically.
Oh,
And we already have the first one. We have the Tachibana one that we got before the other chapter, at the end of that chapter.
okay.
I'm not sure
Excuse
what
me.
the longest chapter is, but this one feels like it's the longest.
What would be the longest chapter? Maybe 6?
Yeah, 6, or I could see this one too. This one is also scary.
This one you go to like every house. Well, besides the basement.
This chapter is like a boss rush in a way too. Because it's like, oh yeah, remember this ghost? Fight him again. Oh, how about this one? Again. And then...
You remember this one?
Yeah, you do. Okay, sick. Let me... Okay, so that shows you how to get out. Or one of the kind of endings. It's not really an ending, but...
It's a debate.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a trap, dude.
We're gonna grab
Yeah,
this.
it's weird because it lists it in the gallery as an ending, but it's technically, if you do it, it's a game over, so...
Okay.
Just like the what if this game ended in the worst way possible type of
Yeah.
event.
All right.
It is cool that they let you do it, though, instead of just being like, oh yeah, there's this thing, and then just like never showing you.
Exactly.
True.
All right, Mayu. I'm gonna need you to distract this dude coming up.
And the game also guilt trips you too when you do it, because it's like, are you sure?
Are you
Are you sure you're sure?
Are you sure you're sure?
Or Itsuki. Okay, so you do that, and then you talk to her. She's like Tsuchihara. All right, now we're good to go. Now we gotta go see what Itsuki is doing. Then we'll do our last set of upgrades right before we start this. Is that our last set of upgrades? Maybe. Maybe one more.
Right after Broken Knuckle.
Oh, yeah.
In the graveyard.
Oh,
The one
yeah.
that if you can't do, you're just like, well. I had a run.
Yeah. It was like the run was happening, but I guess not.
Yeah, to elaborate on what I mean, unfortunately, one of the next fights coming up is there's a very specific damage threshold, and it's extremely tight, and without the upgrade, you just can't do it.
Festival. I want to meet you again. It's our fault.
It's our fault.
Like, not only do you need the film, but you also need the upgrades.
We got the legs though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did get the links.
I never understood if the legs were random, if they just showed up whenever.
I actually don't know either.
I think they're always there, but I think if you're not close enough, the camera... I don't know if the camera turns there, though, unless you're close enough. But I'm not sure.
All right, so we just needed him for his 0 film. And then we pieced out. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, you literally don't even listen to him.
He's
You
like,
just, pick up the film and leave.
his last row, he's like, wait, Mio, where are you going? My screen time.
I gotta go fast.
Okay, let's...
But yeah, you should be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you saw he only has 6,000 points, but we have basically 3 bosses, so yeah, he'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. All right. This lady can be either good or complicated. See what she decides to do.
This is the return of Box Woman that we fought earlier with Mayu in the room with us.
All right. Very tight right here.
Except now you can see why she got her name Box Woman.
Hopefully I don't.
Yeah, another interesting thing about this game is all the ghosts have lore. So yeah, if you ever want to do some reading, you can go, there's a really nice wiki. You can just read about, you can get really lost in the lore of these games.
All right, she was very good right there.
Yeah, that was a great fight.
Yeah. Do you ever do the Fatal Frame here?
I haven't tried it. I feel like it could. She's very close to the wall, which is why you'd have to like drag her out a little bit. But I think you might be able to do it.
I've seen people do it. I don't understand how they do it because every time I've tried to there, I get grabbed because they like they stand on top of her head with their back to the wall.
Oh man,
and I'm like, how?
That's it's hard. But, I gotta switch to 61 real quick. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, so now we have to go back to Kiryu House, so we get to see Azami and Akane again. So that's always fun. And we're gonna hope that they keep giving us very good aggro. Ooh.
Yeah, thankfully this is our last fight with them because, yeah, they are kind of a pain when it comes to speedrunning.
All right. So she just basically tells us, hey, that wall is actually a door. And we're like, whoa, that's crazy. I would love to have a house and just have a room like that.
Secret rotating wall.
Okay, so I want her to attack me right here. Where are you, girl? Come on, there you are. All right, cool. And then I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna hope. I could not hear what she said. I don't think that's her. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we'll just wait right here. I couldn't hear that one either. I don't think that's her either.
Yeah, it's not her.
Me.
There she is.
Yeah, and this is another room where you have to position very carefully because you don't want to blast them into the wall.
Was that not her?
Oh, I guess not. So, I've seen this before. They're very rare, but there have been times where you hear the very elongated "Why do you kill?" and it's the doll, but it's extremely rare.
Okay,
that
well,
has to be her.
That has to be her.
Yeah, that's her.
I didn't have blast because I used it on the fake one, so she's just gonna have to come again. She's right of me. It's this one.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that was pretty unlucky, but it happens.
Yeah, that was weird. That's okay. Honestly, that was okay. That was fine. It was bad that I used blast on the wrong one, apparently, but oh well. All right, so now we have one of my favorite ghosts in the game coming up. The Bent Neck Lady. She's cool.
She's really cool on harder difficulties where she's an instant kill.
Wow.
Which I don't know. It's a really weird decision, but yeah.
She doesn't mess around. Like, once you get to Nightmare, and in the Xbox version, they actually add the fatal difficulty, which is, I think fatal difficulty is everything's one hit kill.
Yeah, she'll break the stone mirror instantly
Yeah.
if she touches you.
So that's always fun.
But, I mean, I guess everything does, but...
Hooray. Okay, so we need... Do we need... Nothing? We don't need this. Okay. Hello there. And then we have one more. For whatever reason, it'll auto-lock us onto this little kid right here. Oh. So you can just quick turn to this. To this. To this. Hello, ma'am. Oh, she was behind the thing.
Yeah.
That was okay. That's fine. I just need one more fatal frame combo. You really want blast after this, so I'm not gonna use it. She's still alive. Unlucky. That gravestone is a paid actor. Alright, cool.
Yeah, it's really bad if you don't have blast ready to go for the next fight. But we are good to go.
Okay. Hooray. So she was the last of like the mini boss rush thing. And then we just go to the final chapter. Okay. So we want blue, 2 orange, and then red. Hooray. Mayu, we gotta go.
Itsuki, it's our fault.
Okay. The final chapter, Crimson Butterfly.
Now we can get out of this village.
Just the casual title drop.
There.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Then leave the village.
Yeah. Which, if you're on PS2 and you play on hard, or for Xbox, I think Nightmare or higher, it's actually not the last chapter, but
They lie to you.
lie.
Mhm. Those monsters.
Also, yes, at this point you can just leave if you want.
Yeah, this is the
Game
where, it's
over.
like, where you do the exact same thing that Yai did this Ai. And it's like, you sure you want to do that? Oh, Mayu.
Are you sure you're sure?
It really wants to make sure that you're sure. Mayu! You can't tell me what to do, Mio. I'm gonna go play with my ghost friends. At Rapscallion. Alright. Now we have our Well, we have another big sprint after this sprint, but we're in the home stretch.
That's true. We just really like running.
Yeah, Mio's she's training for a 10K. So.
Ow.
I mean, she could run one after this.
Yeah, for real.
Hopefully not taking place in another cursed village.
Poor Mio, imagine. So Mio actually does appear in Fatal Frame 3.
Yeah.
That one has like the big theme is survivor's guilt, and obviously she is very sad about the events that happen here. So you don't actually get to play her. You play her uncle, Mr. Kei Amakura. But she is there. And in the good ending, you get to see her meet Rei and Miku, which is fun.
I've always kind of liked that aspect of Fatal Frame 3.
Mm-hmm. It feels like a big celebration of the first two games, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Mio. I love the cloth physics.
Yeah, they're surprisingly good for
2003.
Yeah.
All right, so we have to basically do the steps of the ritual. So we have to go down the opposite way that Mayu goes down.
Yeah, you can go the way she would go, but you won't be allowed in. So don't do that.
All right, this is the most important stair skate. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yes, even your sister can stair skate.
That bad leg of hers.
Yeah. So she limps because when they were little, she like fell down a giant cliff. Not like a cliff, but like it was a pretty big drop. And her leg was like the wrong way, for lack of a better term. So she has a bad knee. Yeah.
Around.
I have no idea why, but like when you said that, like when you said a cliff, I just thought of like Heihachi. Heihachi and Kazuya.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, here we go. There you go. So we got the butterflies here. And we have to see dear old dad, or Ryokan.
I kept waiting
And waiting.
and waiting.
And we're gonna pray for the one cycle.
Are you, buddy? He's in a bad place.
This is another fight where it's really important to just know where you are and know the map like the back of your hand. Nice. All right. That's what we like to see. Nice.
Okay, he's dead.
Oh,
We
thank
did
goodness.
it. Nice. Great fight.
Hooray!
Good job, Mark.
Yeah, as you can see the priest there, if you don't kill him in one cycle, he spawns the priest and they waste so much time. Your run's basically dead.
Yeah, I mean, in the worst case scenario, your run is dead. It's gone. Like if you're trying to get a top time in this game and you don't do what Mark just did, it's over.
Yeah. You basically have to one cycle, or it's like, I think his summon takes like minute and a half or something for him to like, what, Mio? What just happened? Okay. For him to like be vulnerable again. And even then he can be like, yeah, I'm not going to attack you. I'm just going to summon again, which is another.
Yeah, like he can show up, you can't attack him, and he'll just summon immediately. Yeah.
Like, as
I honestly think it's faster to save there. Like, if you didn't feel confident, to save there, and if you fail, reload, because it would be faster to reload than to just deal with
Yeah,
him.
100%. But
What were you gonna say, Maxie?
like, as somebody who like learned this game and had a really, really bad time starting out, obviously, because I was just starting out, like, I had minutes and minutes of time saved throughout the run, but even then, I would fail this fight and I wouldn't PB.
yeah, oh my goodness, this fight is something. Excuse me.
All right, nice.
Yeah, we just had to.
Yeah, there's going to be a series of mourners in this hallway, and we're just going to bait them to attack, and then as soon as they attack, run through them, so we don't waste our precious film, because we don't want to waste time switching film, and we also don't want to waste film on them. So it's faster just to bait them.
Yeah, we have 1-0 film left, and we want to use that on the Kusabi. All right, so that guy will never get you as long as you like hug the right side like that. And this guy coming up, you just gotta, and then whoop.
Yeah, this is the guy I have a hard time with.
Yeah, he like
I'm really good at just running straight into him.
surprise. Oh, I was on the corner right there. All right, and then they despawn, and then we have another 2 coming up. I'm also going to grab the last 90 film. That is, if things go horribly wrong, I will have backup film. Excuse me. We also get that guy to attack, so we don't have to worry about him.
Nice. Yeah, this is the very last stair skate and the most important one, because you need to skate down, trigger that guy, skate back up, and then skate back down again. Because if you don't, then all 3 of them will just start smacking you.
You can get stun locked there, and it's awful.
Yeah.
You finally come for me.
You finally come for me.
We can be one.
I remember the dolls, Azami and Akane. They basically give us, this is what the ritual's like. We'll see.
Yeah, our preview.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at all these candles. It's so
Yep.
inviting.
Very, very inviting. I love what they've done with the place. Really opens it up.
I think maybe we should set up a dining table right in the middle there. Have a nice meal.
Okay. Kusabi has 2 attacks. Swipe and lunge. We want lunge. Lunge gives us fatal frame. Swipe gives us 0 shot. We want fatal frame.
Yeah, and he also regens.
Yep.
So
What we're going to do first is we're going to run straight towards him. He's going to despawn. And then he's going to spawn, hopefully, to the left of us. Okay, well, that's fine. Excuse me, sir. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna hit him with blast in my 0 film. That way we get as much damage as possible there. It's really hard to hit fatal frames without blast on him, just because he's very... Wow, he didn't give it to me again. Okay, so unlucky is he just keeps giving you 0 shots. Come on, buddy.
yeah, and you can beat him that way. It's just really slow.
Okay. Then one more. I think I can kill him with a blast here, even if it is a 0 shot. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, you can. Sick.
Let's go.
Nice. Good fight. Let's go.
Woo!
You know, I just thought about it. I don't think, did we talk about the spear door glitching at all?
Oh, the drop shots?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so either. So whenever you hit a ghost, you get like spirit energy that like goes into you. And like it'll go into like a meter in the bottom left. So if you drop your camera like right when it goes in and pick it back up again, it'll like double how much you get. So like it'll fill up your thing like easy. And I did it a couple times during the run. I just didn't explain it.
I
Oops.
just didn't even think about it until just
Same.
now.
Did not think about that.
And time will come up as soon as we run towards her again. So, time. Hooray!
Nice.
Woo. Not bad. 132.
Good stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good time for.
for that first fight.
Yeah.
The Beauty and the Beast fight was so bad. Oh my goodness.
All right, Cloudmark, you have any shout outs you want to give? And as well, where can anyone find you if they wanted to find you?
Y'all can find me on every single platform under Cloudmark27. So Twitch, Blue Sky, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. It's all Cloudmark27. I'll be there. That's me. And for shout outs, big shout out to my community. I see you guys there. Thank you again for coming to support. I do appreciate it. Shout out to Igdisis for hosting this wonderful show. Shout out to Maxi and Panda for doing this show with me. It was a blast being able to talk some Fatal Frame with my fellow runners. That's always super fun. And just for everybody hanging out here at GDQ. It's always fun to show new people the Fatal Frame series runs. So yay.
Alrighty, well, thanks to all of you here for the Fatal Frame runs, Cloudmark, Maxi, Panda.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thank you all for being here and for the commentary. As well, thank you all for watching. This has been this episode of Speedruns from the Crypt. It's fun taking a look at the Fatal Frame series. It is a franchise that does not get, I think, as much love as some of our favorites like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, but it's still a really good franchise if you've never taken a look at it with some amazing speedruns. That being said, we are going to be wrapping up our show for the night. Before you do go, I just want to tell you a few things. One, thank you to anyone who did sub, Prime Gaming, or anything like that. It is much appreciated and does help support Games Done Quick in the interim. So, well, thank you for doing that. As well, you can check out gamesdonequick.com/hotfix for all of our Season 3 schedule with new shows and just kind of seeing what runs are coming up and what's going on. Thank you all for watching. I've been your host, Igdisis. I do plan a lot of these shows out. I do a lot of horror games myself. You can find me pretty much on all the sites these days, YouTube, Twitter, Blue Sky, under the name Igdisis. I tend to talk about how I plan these out, so if you have any questions, feel free to come on over. As well, I do want to say thank you all for watching and have a wonderful rest of the day and or night. If you did miss the Monster Hunter World Special or Speedruns from the Crypt, we'll be right back with that with a replay of both shows after a break. Anyway, have a wonderful night, everyone.